Hello, digital world. It is I, Adam, back for another episode of Win Rate 0%. I am joined today by my co hosts. As always, we have the legendary Cobb.
Yo, we are back from regionals. We are more pumped to talk about the game than ever before. Let's get it.
We've got the inevitable Bryce.
Yeah.
Come
Oh,
on, man. We just
cheesy
started.
peeps, man.
Who is that man that's talking? I've not heard your voice on here before.
It's your man, D-Shek.
Yes.
He's here.
We've
Finally.
got the legendary, forever spoken about, never making an appearance, Shek on the channel today. Shek is a member of the local Digimon community up in Glasgow. He's also a good friend. And yeah, he done pretty well at the UK Games Expo tournament, so we've brought him on to talk about it along with Callum, who also doing well. I was the tournament organizer, and Bryce was one of my One Piece judges, so we were all there, so we can all talk about it. How does that sound?
Sounds freaking epic, man. The event itself was awesome, really fun. And it's the first time I've went to a competitive event since like March or something. I've not even done any online tournaments, just been super busy. So it's good to get back into the thick of it, and I'm more hyped to try and push the limit with the
Yes.
competitive scene than ever, man.
Absolutely. It was actually a good experience for me. It's the first time that I've really sweated the deck and no trolled like last time. So,
Oh, God.
I didn't switch decks every 2 seconds.
Yeah, and
It
hey,
was
You wanted to. God bless you. You wanted to swap so badly, man, in the early days.
it paid
What did he
off
want to
though.
swap?
Raid War.
The sweat paid off a bit for both of you, didn't it? What you want to talk a wee bit about your
Absolutely.
placement? So, the UK Games Expo, we had 2 events on. We had a regionals on the Friday, and we had an Ultimate Cup on the Sunday, both of which were hosted by Organised Play Events, a company that I volunteer at. So I was doing a lot of the TO work. Good staff judges on hand. But obviously, I'm going to say that as the TO. So, like, from a player standpoint, first of all, how did the regionals go for you both?
Pretty good, man. I came 12th with Machine, or 13th with Machine Demon.
Yes.
It was very hype. I've been playing the deck since EX3, so it's just awesome, man. I always felt like it was a bit of a slept-on deck, and even now, people think Machine Demon's like, oh, it's so good in Alt Cup, man. It's so good in like the normal format as well. It's just the ultimate control deck at the minute, in my opinion. So
yeah,
fun.
Absolutely. It was mad. Like, for me personally, I took Red Hybrid. It was a deck that kind of fitted into the regionals bracket and the Ultimate Cup, so it was just a no-brainer. I didn't need to switch any much cards really. I lost Bakumon and Blitz Omni, but it ran really well, and it's just a ridiculously good deck as well.
Yes, it's freaking nuts, man. Like, I feel like it's probably the best aggro or the fastest, most consistent aggro deck I've ever seen in the game. Like, a lot of the time, I feel like if you took this deck to BT9, it would have went freaking pog crazy, man. Because, like, you had, I mean, apart from where Garurumon might have actually shafted it, but other than that, every other deck was just AFK, and then this shit, like, kills you, like, sometimes on freaking turn 2, and you're like, what? How's that happened?
Yeah, if you high roll with a deck, it absolutely does it. I mean, like every time I'd finish, I'd walk over to you, and it'd be 10 minutes in, I'd have half
Mate.
the left.
I was actually getting tilted, right? Because see, especially the way I play Machine Demon, right? I take zero risks. Like, see when I drop a Rookie or a Hagurumon on the board in the first 2 turns of the game, I don't even swing with it because the way Machine Demon works, you either win or you lose. You never what I'm trying to say here is yeah. So the way I'm trying to say this here is like it doesn't matter how quickly you kill them. The only timer with Machine Demon is ever like decking out. You're never like, oh crap, if I had one more swing, I'd have stopped him lethaling me. You always either get to your win condition and win the game, or you don't get to it before they kill you and you lose the game. So the extra chip damage doesn't matter. I don't want to see like a tamer or a memory boost or anything. So I play at a glacially slow speed, and then I'd be like into my first game, and Shek would walk past. I 2-0'd him, mate. 2-0'd him. I'm like, oh, fucking brilliant, mate. I'm sitting here like having to play chess with a guy for 60 minutes going into time, and he's like walking away to go get himself a sandwich or something like that, man, and chilling out.
It was rapid. I'd hit the griddy and everything. I'm like, hey!
Oh my god.
Nah, we're no cringe here, man.
Really?
Although we do hit the
Oh,
griddy sometimes.
Don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
We
Getting there
Nah, we were getting
sometimes.
so hyped though because, like, see that. Maybe I mean, what is cringe really in a vacuum? Who knows, right? It's down to the user.
The griddy.
But it was so fucking exciting, man. Because like I drew one game going into like round 6, and then I hadn't lost, and I think Dylan, you'd lost like one game or something like that, right?
Yeah, I was in X1 going into like round 6 and 7. It was
Yeah.
kind of mad.
Because there was a point you were higher tables round or something like that, and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I was on like
And I
table
think you
3.
lost one very late.
Yeah, like I was X1 going into the final round,
Which is
and
great.
if I'd managed to win it, then I was top 8.
Oh, it's nuts, man.
Yeah, I was so close, so close. The first time was so close. Second time was a no brainer. I was just lost.
I know.
Aye,
I said
but-
this to you at the event, though, man. Like, it was kind of nuts how, like, for most of the event, you were a higher table than me, especially, like, the last, like, 2-3 rounds, you were a higher table than me by about, like, 10 or something. And then just because I had one draw and you lost one, so I went X1-1, Dylan went X2, and because he went X2, I think I was like, what place did you end up, Dylan?
The first time round on the regionals was 21st.
Which is still
Yeah,
great.
So you were like 9 places behind me, which is amazing, yeah, and it really doesn't matter anyway because you don't get any extra prizing.
Yeah, for top 16. I think that's rubbish, man.
It does
but-
stink, man. Like it's kind of annoying as well because like in America you get, I mean, you don't really get like physical prizing, but you get an invite to Nats, which is like really special for people. But because of that, it seems like there's such a big like leap between the prizing pools where you're kind of like sweating your balls off
Aye.
and you get the hardest matches of the day, but you're like, it's kind of for naught.
Yeah, absolutely. What were your matchups like?
Pretty good most of the day, to be honest, mate. I was kind of surprised. The thing I was surprised the most at this whole event was that I seen almost zero Beelzemon. And Beelzemon literally get 0 top 32 spots
Yeah,
on the regionals as well. I was like, what the
done
hell?
nothing, man. Like, I'm so shocked and all. That deck was like madness as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's strange, like, when you stop and think about how big a hit that one was to one. Like, when you first look at it, you go, all right, okay, well, I mean, maybe that's going to slow them down like 6 mils or something, which kind of is a big deal. But the other thing that's nuts about it is it means they can't totally accelerate their value as well because they're not milling the memory stuff early game. And I mean, I do believe it should have been hit. It was freaking disgusting, the deck. Like, the rate at which it played the game without it feeling like it was actually doing much was absolutely disgusting. So I do agree with the hit, but it's kind of nuts how much it's actually affected it.
Yay.
A ton and a half, I'm sure someone said.
That's
Way
the
too-
number flying around, man. It's like a turn and a half slower. Which, to be fair, I mean, turns it from like a turn 3 kill almost every game into like a turn 4-5 kill, which is a really big deal. Maybe it
Yeah.
has to go into being more value
If you-
orientated or something.
If you look at the metagame as well, so quick shout out to play.limitlesstcg.com. I nearly said .cock there, which would have been great. Limitless is a fucking absolutely phenomenal tournament software system. I talk to the developer of it frequently for updates, and it's how OPE run all of our
Nice.
events now. We got Battle Spirits and Dragon Ball on there specifically for UK Games Expo, and it worked absolutely amazing. So like high praises to them. But if you go over to play.limitlesstcg.com, you can have a look at all of the events that have been running, and you can see exactly what the metagame looked like. So if you look at the regionals, over 50% of the decks there was Hunters, Arrestodramon Hunters. It's very little over.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Not over
That's
50%.
actually
Over
class, man.
15%. I meant to say. But it did the best.
Is this at the event or overall? Sorry.
At the event. So I'll post it in the chat. But
That's
if you,
class, man. I
that
didn't
is
realise
mad.
you could actually look
aye,
at the stat.
so you can look at the standings, look at the metagame. So 15% of the decks there was Arrestodramon, and it got 50% of the win rate overall. Machindramon's up there, Bloomlord's up there, Black War, Beelzemon is up there. You know, it did still do well. It came in third in terms of win rate share. It's coming on at just under 12%. Shout out to
Aye.
the one mad blue Allforce Vidramon player that actually done really well. And you've got the Ultimate Cup one as well.
Regionals, man.
Yeah. Lot of Red Hybrid doing well. Shoutmon, Blue Flare. I highly recommend you just use Limitless for everything to do with running TO. If you're a TO
I
listening
actually
to
love
this.
looking at stats.
But yeah, the stats
This
are
is good.
good. We can talk about those
This is really
as
good.
well. I'll give you the
Yeah.
Ultimate Cup one as well. These are public. You know, at the end of every
Yes.
event, we make all deck lists public, which then turns into the stats and the standings. It's really cool. And what we've started doing as well, I'm just going off on a tangent while you have a wee look. What we've started doing as well is that for Top Cut, we've started making all deck lists public as well before Top Cut happens. Because it's not fair that some folks get to scout out the competition and some folks don't. So we've just flat out just published all deck lists before Top Cut happens, so everyone's on the same playing field, which is allowed under the Bandai rules, as long as everyone can access them equally. Not a problem. But some mad person took Eosmon, lost one game, then dropped.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I was gonna say.
Aye,
Who is
scroll
this
down,
fucking
mate, scroll
EOS
down.
player?
One
That must
Eosmon.
have been somebody who was just showing up for prizing or something, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mate,
That is
oh
absolute
no! Look at their deck list, man. It's got 50 Eosmon from BT6 in it and one Argomon.
Must have been. Aye, that was literally part
That's
of it.
definitely
What
like
the
round
heck,
one to
man?
get my
Shout-
prize.
But it
Shout
done
out
better than
Milky
Sakuya,
Mark
mon.
1998.
See, it is funny as well though, because I don't know if you have noticed this. See, on the Limitless app, so you don't put your deck into an archetype yourself, cards and generates an archetype for you.
Yeah.
So there's like some funny names here, like so right. I'm according to Limitless, I was the highest placed Black Machindragon player there. Right? We do not talk about the guy who was like, what was he, fifth or something? I'll actually need to double check this, but there
Seventh.
was somebody who came. Aye, he came seventh, and he was running in air quotes Ragnar Lordmon. This guy. So I'm actually technically, according to Limitless, the highest placing Black Machindragon player at the UK regionals, right? Because this guy was playing Ragnar Lordmon in air quotes.
Because he's running a one-off.
Yeah.
Don't tell him, Bryce. Don't tell him what he was running, right? He was running Ragnar Lordmon, right?
Yeah.
That is
Oh,
so dumb.
man. That is
I'm
fucking
apparently the
hilarious.
fifth red hybrid player here.
Oh, I'm so
There you go,
curious
mate.
as to what death type control is.
Red Hybrid won, right? Red Hybrid won.
won.
Red Hybrid
and it
came
was third.
third and 12th and 17th. Red Hybrid
And
is a
24th.
scuffed deck, man. Like, I was saying this to Shek after the event. I'll be right honest with you. I think Hunters is a scuffed deck, right? I don't actually think Hunters is all that good, but it must be good because it's topping a lot, and but it's also got a very high play rate, right? Like, it's the number one played deck in this tournament, and it did get a decent amount of people in Top Cut from it, but I'm actually so skewed against thinking it's a good deck because I genuinely think Machine Demon takes it round back like old Gala.
Yeah, it does.
One
It
bad
absolutely
matchup.
does.
Honestly, it's nuts though, because I remember, and I keep saying this to people, I don't think I've said it on the podcast, right? But I was getting really fried because at the start of this meta, people were like, oh, Chaos X is going to be so fun, man, 500 sources under it. And then all the Hunter guys were going, I'm going to slip your Chaos X stack underneath your tamer, ha ha ha. And then literally they proceed to have their board wiped every turn. And every single tamer wiped every turn. Like, see the sensation of despair I see in my Hunter opponents when he goes like that. He's looking at his hand. He's just popped both my tamers, man. I've only got Tiger on board. He's just popped both my tamers. I need another 2 tamers doing, and then I need to go into a rester. Do I want to have a shot here? Literally, and then. There was literally a guy I was fighting. I felt so sorry for him. He was a decent guy as well, and he seemed like a good player. But he was going like, I'd wiped his board right of tamers, and he was raising the following turn. I thought, okay, there is a chance here he does something crazy, right? I don't think there is actually anything he could have done. I think his hand was Boz as well, and he was looking at his hand, and he went, okay, play Watchmaker, search. Play Taiki, okay, on you go, your turn. And I had 2 Mega Dramon in my Chaos Dramon stack, and I was like, unlucky, mate, swing, pop both of the guys you just played. So it's just, honestly, it's
That's
honestly ridiculous, man.
that's Owari die at that point, man. Actually,
Oh, it's fucked
like
up, man.
it's really fucked up. Like, cause that like you were saying, it is really fucked. Like that deck,
Yeah.
but like it's just like in theory, you'd think that an Esther Dramon's going to do well into Machine Dramon, but in practice, it just goes, haha, no.
Like, literally, man. I think the thing that really skewed it for me was one of the guys. I think the first 2 top Machine Dramons of the set were running Mega Dramon, and I had at 3, and I had already swapped Mega Dramon from 1 to 2 when Cross Hearts started popping off, and I thought to myself, I knew Mega Dramon was going to be really good this set as well because it pops Iron Mako, pops Cool Boy, pops Tai, pops Takuya. I was going to say Tigeroo because they're all called TAI something. So or TA, the Top Army Boys. So I was like that. I was like, Mega Dramon must be at 2 this set, guaranteed. And then I saw some madman running 3 of them. And some people, the only other card that was a level 5 cyborg people were running 3 of in Machine Dramon was Metal Greymon that lets you attack unsuspended. And I thought to myself, bloody hell, this guy's onto something. I'm playing 3, and I'm so glad I did because it makes so many matchups much easier.
Much easier. It's like Red Hybrid. Like as soon as you get 1 stack, it's like, look at hand. I need to try and loop this Emperor Greymon bull crap. I'm like, I need to try and rush him down before he gets a stack. If he ever hard drops something, kill it straight away, and it's just pressure. I'm on
It's
a timer.
nightmarish, man. Yeah, definitely. Like, it's funny because Machine Demon's on a timer where it's like, if you get to turn 3 and you've got enough board control or your opponent's not done enough right pieces, you win the game. And then Red Hybrid's the opposite way, where it's like, if they get to turn 3, then it's harder to win the game. And you want to have won the game by your 3rd turn. So it's funny that they work on opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
I was going to say this earlier on, Dylan, but I forgot to bring it up as well. The like me and Dylan were talking about this, and we came up with this thing. If you're playing a deck in this current format, right, you would either be better playing Machine Dramon instead of it if it's a control deck, or you'd be better playing Red Hybrid if it's a fast deck. And you can make that argument for every single deck in the game that's in the meta currently.
Yeah, because one's in the, like they're both ends of the spectrum. One's really control and one's really aggro.
So, do any of the aggro decks pair well into Machine Dramon?
No, I don't think so.
The only one, I mean, right, so Red Hybrid has probably got like a 35-40% win rate against it, I would say, right? The only, literally, I'll be honest, man, I think the only aggro deck that's good into Machine Dramon is Crossheart. Crossheart's always been a harder matchup, and I don't take against it with Chikuri Mons anymore. If you put Chikuri Mons in as your level 3, it's easy.
You do with Megidramon now, though.
Yeah, so that's a difference.
Yeah, that is true. I've got the extra Megidramon stuff, but I just always felt like the amount. One of the big things about Crosshearts as well is the amount of swings that can get a turn is ridiculous, right? So they also generate that from hand as well, as opposed to building a stack like Bloom Lord where you can kind of see it coming. The most annoying thing with Crossheart would be like, so let's say I pretty much get to Machine Demon with an analog man turn 3 every game, and that's me blocking twice a turn. But they get to the point where they can spit out like 3 bodies a turn. In the early game, I feel like they're generating more value. They're going faster than something like a Hunter's does. So typically they'll chip me down to 2 security, and then the Crossheart shenanigans are still coming out of nowhere. So that can be really annoying. And although I did clown on this card, but Superior Mode does shaft me a bit. I wouldn't say it's like lights out if they get a Superior Mode off, but it slows me down big time. Like my only draw, the only time I lost once on the day, right, to Setcon, and then my other loss in air quotes was a 1-1 tie to Blue Flare, and both games that we played, I got Superior Moded. One game it tripped me up. It basically turned a free win into a hard win, and then the other game, it pretty much won him the game because I didn't really have a follow up to it. So that does hurt you massively.
There you go. There's an argument to run that aggro deck over a Red Hybrid then, because as far as I remember, Red Hybrid is probably worst matchup is Machindra, no?
Yeah,
Potentially.
absolutely. It's so hard. So I versed over the weekend. I think I versed 3 and only beat 1.
Oof.
But every time I went, I guess I almost beat Callum here as well. It was really close. But like the guy who I versed in the Ultimate Cup on the very last round, he's got a build where he can turn 2 make a stack. So like he lets me go first, and if I don't have a Goonimon to go on top with the Flame on, I give him 3. So then all he does is go, okay, Numemon for 3,
Yeah.
hard drop into Mega Digimon, and I'm gubbed already. And then
Oh,
next
because
turn
he
he's got a
pops
stack.
your guy.
Yeah, he pops my guy. I lose pressure. Then he's got the stack set up for the fallen turn. And because it's that fast, I've not set up my Emperor loop yet. So I don't have 5 hybrids in the grave. I don't have the 3-drop Takuya yet. So I can't go, okay, Takuya effect into Emperor grave, pop that guy because he's 7k and he's level 5.
Yeah.
So it's far too hard for me even. I can't ever out it.
Right, so
It's gubbed.
It's kind of interesting though, like thinking about it, because I always used to run Numemon because I'm like, oh, what if a brick I don't find a rookie, I can hard drop Numemon. But I think there's so many things that can just punish you hard dropping the Numemon. And then the worst thing about it is if you on your first turn don't find a rookie, you go, okay, hard play Numemon, you're on 2, and then they pop it. You've pretty much lost the game for that point because you have to then spend the next turn dilly dallying and stuff like that. So I swapped it for Tagmon eventually because sometimes the cyborg or the machine, whatever he is, matters as well. But it's just, I always felt like it would come up more than it did hard dropping Numemon, and I'm too scared to hard drop it. I love hiding in the raising area like a coward.
lovely.
It's also annoying with Machine Dramon because you have to spend turns setting up your value. Like, see if you go, if that, the following turn, he goes into anything with that Mega Dramon, apart from BT 11 Machine Dramon, he's got no value really, apart from cards in hand, and then his hand size is going to be micro. You'll have no sources. But he fought him in the final round, and Shek did quite good in the Alt Cup, so must have been a decent list the guy had.
Yeah, so in terms of Alt Cup, how was that?
Alt Cup was harder for me. I actually found myself, and this was the same at the end of regionals as well. I was getting so drained that I was just playing badly. Like both so there was I went X3 in the Alt Cup and I got 27th or something like that out of like 80 players, and I was just mentally fried. Like 2 out of the 3 games I lost, I could have won. One game I lost was to this awesome dude playing Bloomlord. I can't remember the name for the life of me, but really cool guy. We ended up going to time because we were chatting so much and being really pal with each other. And I lost. Sorry, I went X2-1, I think. The second game I lost was in my final match. I lost to this dude who was playing Bloomlord, another really cool guy, and I lost because he made a Quartzmon. And I thought to myself, well, I can Chaos X to out the Quartzmon, but I'm going to pass him to 1, and then he's going to gain 2 because I'm me. Then he'll probably just make it again. But what actually happened, I thought to myself, I can just raise the following turn, evolve, and then Chaos X and de-digivolve it and pop it, right? But I raised the following turn and went into Machine Demon. I was like, okay, this is actually fine. I've got so much time here. And he went, swing Bloomlord, suspend Machine Demon. I went, hold on, what? Suspend Machine Demon? He went, yeah, it suspends on swing. I actually didn't know that. So I gubbed myself through a misplay that I wouldn't have made if I wasn't as fried and I had more knowledge. So that gubbed me out of a win.
I actual hate tournament fatigue, man. It's actual such a killer.
It's
I was
fucked.
at a Pokemon regionals at the start of the year down in Liverpool, and obviously Pokemon's got a different rule set, but it's got cards called supporter cards. You can only play 1 per turn, hard cap. There's no effect in the game currently that gets around that. If you play more than 1, you fucked it. It was like round 8, and I played 2, and it cost me the game, and I was fucking raging because the matchup was free otherwise. And I was sitting there going, and that was my winning in as well to Top Cut, and I was absolutely, day 2 or whatever it was, absolutely gutted, man, because my heat is just like, it's one of the reasons that I judge and stuff, because I get really, really tired when I'm playing more than 5 or 6 games. Just fried, man, absolutely fried.
It is fucking really mentally taxing, man. Like, so the other thing is, and this has made me think to myself, maybe I should go back to playing fast states because Machine Demon goes to time or close to time every game. The longest I got was one game. I got 18 minutes in between a round, and every other game, I'm not joking, I was standing up like a minute or two into time, or 3 minutes before time was about to begin, or something like that. And I was sitting down at my next table. I would stand up, go for a piss, sit down again for my next game. I had no time to go get a drink, no time to get food or anything like that. So I was just completely screwed. And because we're always like traveling for these events, a lot of the time I don't friggin' like go and get supplies or anything the night before. Then if I was a smarter man, I'd like get some freaking protein bars and some energy drinks and stuff like that.
Like part of the running all of these events digitally now, like we don't have pairing slips, we don't have like pairings getting physically posted, like stickied up somewhere. It's all done digitally, which is something that I've been pushing for because in my opinion, computers make mistakes far less than tired humans do. Because like if
Yes.
you've ever been to like, I'm not gonna like name other companies or anything, but like other events that I've been to where they're like, oh, we need to repair. And I was at an event recently in March for Battle Spirits, and they repaired it 5 times, like 5 rounds in a row. They repaired it because they put
Jesus.
pairings in wrong, and I was like, come on to fuck, man. It's 2023. This can be done digitally. Why are you putting us through this all the time? Which is why I've been pushing for digital first, which I think is the way forward personally for in-person events. But it does absolutely remove some of that admin time where you can definitely go to the toilet, get a drink, do whatever. So like, especially for these sort of events where timing is tight because we're not the ones hiring the whole UK Games Expo are. It was just a case of all pairings are in. We know all pairings are correct because you have to put them in personally and then you have to confirm it if you're the loser
Yes.
or whatever. So we never see any sort of pairings issues. And if we do see pairings issues, we don't have to repair the round. We can just fix it afterwards sometimes. It depends on how big the issue is. Sometimes we can't. But otherwise, like, it's so much faster and it's a more consistent tournament in my opinion.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listening to these old men rambling about how tiring children's card games are.
You are a
Yeah, I was
children.
thinking that.
Don't give me that. You were sitting at the judges' table. You had bottles of water, sandwiches for day, everything on the go. Your man's out there having to grind the highly intellectual deck that is Machine for 50 minutes, hour after hour.
It's true. We do
Yeah,
have
but
kind of
that's
the easy
not
life
bro.
there, Bryce.
Aye,
Yeah, look,
true.
man, I was on my feet all fucking day, both days. I don't
Aye.
want to hear it.
Nah,
I mean,
to
so
be fair,
was that, bro. I
I-
mean, so was that.
nah, Dylan, you got a 15-minute sit-in between rounds. What you talking about?
Mate, I get longer than that. It was half an hour. Like, see when you're saying, oh, I went in 2 minutes in time, stood up and went to my next opponent, I'm thinking, oh, was that fucking gift? I'm like, huh? Looking around. I've been waiting
know.
half an hour, Buzz.
Yeah, you're saying this is mentally taxing and stuff. Shek's like, I just put cards on the board and turn them
Aye.
sideways. It's pretty
Name
simple. This game.
Dylan's like, I was thinking while you were saying it's tiring. It fucking is tiring if your games don't last 15 minutes.
No brain
Mate,
on main.
honestly,
Dylan's like,
mate,
I'm going to get a shawarma. I'm like, how have you got time for a shawarma, mate? I've got all the time for a piss.
mate, I had so much time. I was so bored, and I went, I'll go walk around the event. Walked around, came back. Oh, here we go. Here's the round starting, and I still look at Cobb and he's pure sweating. I'm like,
Man,
holy
I-
moly, what's going on here?
Wait,
I nearly
Shek,
get
you're not
DQ'd
on
going
from
for a
a
piss.
Hmm?
Yeah, I
not
nearly
on the
DQ'd
phone,
him.
Oh, sorry, what is Bryce saying here?
Oh, sorry, on you go. No, I'll get to it.
You say we talked, me and then Adam talked over you because we're rude.
Nah. The time is gone. The people will know.
Oh, fuck, right. Well, turn
The
volume up and listen
people
to Bryce
will
talk.
learn.
You got an
The
inside
people will
joke.
learn. But
Aye.
genuinely, I had so much free time that whole event. I mean, I literally, honestly, it was so funny because I don't know what happened. I just, even if my deck bricks, I have hard aggro. So like, this is a brick. So I go, okay, play Flame on in here, play Flame on in here. Know the perfect stack. It's fine. Don't have Tamers in hand. Didn't I whiffed it for whatever reason. I just go, okay, raise out, swing. I've already done 2 damage, turn 2. Like, it's madness.
It is fried with it. And the value engine's nuts as well. Like, I think the big thing about that deck is yes, it is aggro, but doing the aggro generates you value because you then get your Takuya online for the warp into Emperor on like turn 3 pretty much every game, or you get yourself the value by playing Takuyas when stuff gets deleted. So
Yeah,
you
it's
just
mad.
generate like stuff you can do every turn, and then even if you do go late game, this is what I said to Shek, right? The one time I struggled against a red hybrid player was when he kept going into so he had a stack that was the old Takuya, the 3-cost one that warps into Emperor Grey, and he kept going. He had so many of the BT12 Emperor Greys in hand. I went through 3 of them before I could kill him, and it was kind of close, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like he nearly pulled the lethal at his arse. But every time I would be like, "Fuck, man." Okay, I have to de-digivolve him 3. So if I de-digivolved him 3, it would put him into a guy that would still let him play a Takuya. Or actually, I think it might have even put him. I can't remember right, but it was either going to de-digivolve him into Takuya, and then I wouldn't be able to pop it, or he was going to replay the Takuya or something like that. So I kept having to swing over Emperor Grey, let him play the Takuya, let him Emperor Grey, don't pop my guy, block the swings, then go into Chaos X and de-digivolve, and then it was just a bloody nightmare, man. So the value engine was real as hell.
It is nuts. Like by far the entire weekend, I loved that Takuya. Every time I seen it, I was like, "Here we go, Emperor Greymon engine." Honestly, man, the 4-drop is only. Honestly, it feels like it's only there to set me to 3, and then if I
Yeah,
need to, I'll go swing, gain 2, then another hybrid swing for game. Like that's generally what it feels like.
I
It's
love the
value.
gain 2 memory on that though. That's a scuffed effect. I know if you have to use it.
Yeah, there it is a scuffed effect. Like it's like basically like a gravity crush. Like see the amount of calculations that I was doing in my brain throughout the entire weekend. I went, I've got lethal this way, or I've got lethal this way, and then having the gravity crush in my hand was like, okay, you're dead. Like there's no way I lose
Anytime
here.
you see it.
Like it was
Gravity Crush is
insane.
such a fucking busted card, man. I love it. That and
Here,
Blinding Ray.
here, wait till you hear this. You're gonna find me disgusting. But one of the turns I went, I've got lethal with 2 gravity crush. I went 2 gravity crush, play Emperor Grey, swing 3 checks, and kill him with fucking hybrid. See you later.
Jesus. What?
Oh.
So you evolved into Emperor Grey for Takuya?
Yeah, so basically I had a flame on, and
Yeah.
I was thinking, oh, he's put me to like I must have had like a weird amount of memory. Yeah, I must have had to go up the stack through a hybrid, and I
Oh
had a
my
flame on
god.
spare. So I
That's
pulled out.
scuffed.
I went okay. Slide out. Then I go hybrid Aldemon for 1, so I'm down to what 0 or 1. Then double bloody gravity crush into Emperor. Pop your guys, swing 3 checks, swing flame on game.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Jesus.
dumb.
I know, you're just sitting there thinking, mate, he's got 3 memory. What could he possibly do? He's got a tail on 3 memory. He's got a flame on in 3 memory. Can't he do anything here? Surely, man.
But
And then he one shot
he
you in the rear.
can.
He can.
It is
There's
nuts
potential.
how much damage you can do with that deck. See, especially with bloody Gravity Crush and Atomic Inferno, man. Honestly, oh, Cal, you were there when was it Locos one week, and I just went to Consumer of Han. I went Atomic Inferno, Gravity Crush, Atomic Inferno, Atomic Inferno.
It's so stupid, man. I think I said this to you the other day, mate. Like, it's fucking scuffed how Gravity Crush, literally, the game came out and people read it and went, "This is garbage, man." But now, like, as the game is getting faster and what
Aye,
you can
but
do
like
for 2 memory has got more ridiculous, the card is now scuffed.
that's because when it came out, you're like, okay, play Gravity Crush, evolve to Volcanomon Vanilla, pass turn, you're on 5 memory. Oh no, you've got Omnimon, swing for game. That's
Yeah.
the most you could do. It's a set 1 card.
It is funny that it's a set 1 card, and I think literally the first time it saw play, I mean, maybe not literally, but the first time it's been a meta card was like BT11.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
pretty
The
sure Old
Merva.
Red Hybrid ran it as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I
It,
think
it
so.
was
Yeah.
ran a little bit,
Yeah,
like you
so.
might have seen it as a one-off, but it properly shot into the limelight when it won the
The Merva
finals
stuff.
this year.
Yeah, the Merva, man. I think
Yeah.
that's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah,
Like,
that's my current build of Crossheart that I'm playing, and it is just disgusting. I think I did it to
Yeah.
Bryce or something at locals. I was like Gravity Crush, Blinding Ray,
yeah.
Blinding Ray,
So,
go up to 8 memory, play Mervamon, Gravity Crush, swing, 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 swing. Crazy, man.
yeah. Let me just explain this one for you. I had 6 security, Adam had one memory. I had him on 0 security. I was like, all right, we'll be fine. Yeah, we're good. We've won this one. And then he just drops 4 blinding rays, and I lose the game that turn.
That's
I'm like,
pride.
what the fuck is this?
Because-
this is okay.
Because you slam out Mervamon, and then it shits out cross 4 and cross 3. You get a bunch of draw, you get a bunch of search, you swing with those, they kill themselves, you bring out more guys, blah blah blah. Everything you play that's a 3-drop has rush. It's fucking bananas, man. It's such a good card.
Yeah,
that deck
Mega
makes
Mon's
me feel
nuts.
sick, man.
That-
It actually
that
does make me
deck
feel
does.
sick.
Actually,
Crossheart is the
fuck up
reason I am currently not playing. Also, because Shine is gash.
Bryce, don't
But-
worry, it's not in the meta, even though it's pretty good.
That's fine. It will be at our fucking locals, so I'll not see you there.
No,
Bryce,
our locals
yeah.
is Imperial Digimon now, man. That's all it is.
But
It's just people playing Imperial.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
security
Yeah.
control has come back, much like Palpatine in episode whatever of Star Wars.
No, don't tell the people that. Listen, just because
Well,
one guy talked to it doesn't mean it's back in the meta. Don't give them the
I
hope.
hate it. I hate it so much.
I'd rather set control than fucking Crossheart.
Well, you can
So,
fucking
no.
exit out of
No,
this call.
No,
Copium.
no.
You're on copium, man.
No,
I'd rather no
yeah.
state control.
Shek, I have never lost a match to set control.
You're
Never.
right, man.
The decks I play just play really well into set control. I don't know what it is.
Yellow
Maybe I'm
hybrid
playing
going into
set.
Secon, let's see it. I'd
What did
rather,
you say?
honestly, I said yellow hybrid into set control, let's see it. I
My
would
guy,
genuinely
you ain't-
I'd rather actually, like, impale myself
I'd
on
rather-
a garden fence and bleed out than watch that matchup.
I'd rather stab myself than pish in my wound, man. Like, it's
Yeah.
awful.
That is bad.
So see back in what was it, set 9 when set control like swept that big regional and then it almost swept London, but Black Workday. I was playing that really shitty yellow hybrid shine build that was like tier 3 or something. That deck demolished Setcon. I don't know why it did, and I never paired it at the regional, which was sad. But that deck just destroys Setcon.
I'm at a loss as to why.
It's
Well, maybe
it's
just
no,
because
it's
you haven't
it's
got
because
everything
it's because it outpaces Setcon in terms of recovery. Because
No,
Setcon
really.
typically only kills or heals, but Yellow Hybrid can
I
heal
lost
itself
to
a fair bit.
Secon, man.
And it just
Literally, that was my only loss as well, and I fucking hate it. Sorry, Adam, continue.
no, it's fine. I'll just fucking kill myself. No, I'm just kidding on. It just absolutely outpaces it in terms of healing because it goes swing. Oh, I'm dead. Cool. Hybrids heal. Swing. Oh, I'm dead. More
Here's
tamers.
the thing: the hybrids didn't heal at the time though. You were running Sakuyamon, and I think maybe you had Kusarafimon, but
You
were
also
running
had
Sakuyamon,
Venusmon
which
as
is
well.
Okay. Nope, this is set 9.
I don't know what
Venusmon
sets
is
or
my
what,
card.
man.
But no, the real reason is Rise Grey Ex Ante gave you a easy way to get security attack and be like 13k. So when
Mm,
whatever came out in minus, you were okay. That was literally it.
That makes
It was
sense.
something stupid.
I,
And also,
um,
and also on Digivolve, I could pay 1 to minus their whole board.
that is pretty good.
Yeah, that is good.
The board was 1 card.
Really?
I just was like, how does either deck kill each other in that matchup? I genuinely thought that you would just go to deck out every game.
Yeah, time
No,
rules.
so what you go to is double Death X because that was set 9 when you were
Oh,
running
dear.
a
Yeah, Death
Yeah,
X has
remember Death
definitely
X,
dropped off in popularity, and I don't know why because it's really good against hunters.
Well, it's banned. It is banned in Alt Cup. It's pretty good into hunters.
Yeah, but hunters isn't played in Alt Cup.
Yeah, that's what we mean though. So like, people play it a lot in they don't play it in Alt Cup period. So you might have a skewed perspective of how much the card's played. But also, it's basically like a one-off now. Like people sometimes won one of it. I don't think any deck apart from Setcon wins more than one.
Is that card still holding its value?
Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
about
I think
40,
It's down
50
a bit,
quid.
It's like, yeah,
It's come a bit down, but otherwise, aye.
it used to be a staunch 50. Now it's like a soft 50.
Oh, a soft 50. That's a disappointing evening.
I don't like the way you moaned that.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy,
Alright.
bro.
I didn't think I
Mm.
owned that.
Soft 50.
You're
Soft 50.
Oh no, it's a 40, not a 50.
No,
Just
you've
check
said
it.
it now, mate.
It's a hard 40 now instead of a hard 50.
Oh, it's a hard 40. Right, anyway, moving on from apparently me moaning.
This is
Uh,
Wednesday patter, this is.
This is Wednesday.
It's
It's
Party.
Wednesday,
also
my dudes.
it's Wednesday,
It's not
Patter, and it's
Wednesday.
fucking 25 degrees outside at 9 o'clock in the afternoon. That's
It's
why
Tuesday,
we are
bro.
dying,
Tuesday.
folks. If you're listening from America, 25 degrees in the UK is like 90 degrees to you guys. It's horrendously big. It's horrendously warm, and we don't have the infrastructure to cope with it. So if we get a
That's
bit
quite
loopy,
big.
please forgive us.
I know. I'm currently sipping on a delicious Sapporo
Oh,
to cool myself down.
Oh,
none of
Yes.
the Don Simon.
No Don Simon, man. If you
Oh,
guys ever get a chance to drink blue, what's it, raspberry and
it's
lemon?
raspberry and lemon Don Simon. It is delicious.
What the
It's
fuck
a
is
big
Don
blue jug.
Simon?
It's like
Well,
it's like Don
oh.
Simon lemonade, but like it's like American lemonade, so it's not fizzy.
Yeah.
It's delicious, so refreshing.
Oh,
Aye.
get yourself
Lemonade
some
all the
bubble
way.
tea,
Get
boys.
yourselves
I've been
to
pogging that.
Iceland. You can get 3 bottles of Don Simon for £3. It's delicious.
We are not sponsored by Iceland. If they want to sponsor us, please come forward.
Yeah,
Aye,
Iceland.
buddy,
Any
Don
Iceland
Simon.
sponsors, I'll take it, man.
I'll take the Don Simon sponsorship. In
They-
fact,
they
I'm
have
going to
Iceland
burn the
everywhere.
bridge on Don Simon the now, man. We actually, what am I talking about? When Adam, like, for some reason, really pogs off at this big blue drink. I mean, I say for some reason, right? I'll be honest. See, if you're going to drink a beverage, blue is the best color.
Blue
for
is
it
the best
every time.
color of drink.
What? Blue?
Universally, it's
man.
blue.
It is. It's always
Close,
good.
Close behind is purple, maybe.
Aye.
I don't know. I think a decent. Honestly, I don't really care about the colour of my drink. I was trying to come up with some shite. to
You
say,
like
but
yellow, aye?
No, okay, we'll go away
He
from
like-
yellow. We've got
He
that.
likes white.
Also, I just looked it up. It doesn't
Shut
look
the
like Iceland
fuck
is a
up.
shop anywhere outside the UK.
Because
So,
he's a milk drinker.
Aye,
so
milk.
everyone
Bizarre,
just
man.
like, why the fuck are they going to the country Iceland to get lemonade?
Yeah, yeah, mate. I'm fucking popping off to Reykjavik to get some lemonade every 4
Hey, look,
days.
man, Iceland is a UK brand. That's it.
Yeah.
No one else gets it.
It's also where
Adam,
Mum's
they do
shop, if you're old
sangria.
enough to remember that advert.
Mum's shop at
What?
Iceland.
That's why
oh
Mum's
my.
shop at Iceland.
What?
Aye, Jack, just because
Oh.
you're 16 years old doesn't mean that we are.
I was
He's
16.
older than me.
I know. I'm in the
What
middle
did
here, boss.
What do you call it? No, yeah, that's a Cards Against Humanity card. Why Mum's shop at
It's why
Iceland.
Mum's
That's
shop at
what-
Iceland.
Yeah,
The old Kerry
That's funny.
Katona adverts. What is Kerry Katona up to nowadays? Think she's,
Don't
fuck is-
think she's
ask,
playing
right.
Digimon.
Okay,
No.
let's back to Digimon.
What's Kerry
Digimon.
Katona's favourite Digimon?
Fuck's sake, Adam. I don't even know who this is.
Right,
Um,
disregard. She's not relevant enough to talk about. All right. What was I going to say? Is there anything we want to talk about regionals before we move on to the next bit?
I shout out to the Ginger Chris for lending me his bloody sleeves, by the way.
Shout
that-
out to the Ginger Chris for deck checking me and make me re-sleeve my whole fucking deck.
No, it literally saved me because I got. This was quite rough because they obviously have to be strict, but I got a warning before the tournament even started.
Aye, that is normal.
That's funny, man.
don't be a
Madness.
shite bag.
It's I'll tell you why. Because we make, and I say we, I'm the announcer all the time because no one else knows how to talk into a mic, and I openly say that to them. So if anyone's listening, you know who you are. But I say every 5 minutes, please make sure you can't see through your sleeves. And every time someone's like,
No, but
"Can I
come
see through
on.
these?"
They
No,
were
but
really
like,
strict.
see, the judges were coming up with like a bloody laser pen and like holding that across the back and taking a magnifying glass at times 20 zooming, going, mate, I think I can see a particle of a D there on the back, mate. You're gonna have to fucking bin all these dragon
can-
shields and get
Well,
yourself some real
fucking
sleeves,
don't
man.
use dragon shields. They are pish.
That's
Absolute
what I've learned,
pish.
man.
Yeah, that's
So
all in.
I learned that this weekend as well. I'm not gonna lie. I thought every single person was basically like, I use dragon shields or I use what's the other one, katana, right? That's what all I've heard because I've only been in card games for about a year, like properly in the community. And I found out this weekend I was going up to everybody and going, I thought dragon shields were alright. We're going, dragon shields? Dragon shields? You must be bloody mental.
No,
playing-
man.
Having bloody dragon shields.
They built up a reputation. I will fucking slate Dragon Shield to the end of my days at the moment. They built up a reputation for in early card game years. Think like we're talking about like Pokemon, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, and like Bryce Schwartz and stuff like that. They had brilliant sleeves. Their sleeves were premium quality, worth the money. But they've recently, over the last couple of years, really let quality slip. And Bandai are really strict on sleeves because we have had issues in the past of people sticking like bits of paper down down the back of their sleeves
Yeah.
and marking them. So if you use Dragon Shield dual mats, that's fine. But any other brand, any other like standard Dragon Shields, I cannot recommend you use them because there's a
Yeah, I'm
90%
lost.
chance they're either gonna fuck you in terms of like you can see through them, or the factory errors are gonna be crazy. We nearly I need to be careful in terms of how I speak about penalties, but we nearly DQ'd someone at a previous event because basically he took out a fresh set of Dragon Shields just out the box, sleeved his deck up in them, and there was a factory error on the back of them causing these massive lines. And like it was 100% like you are quite clearly cheating. You have marked your cards. Like, what the fuck are you doing? How did you think you're going to get away with this? And the man brings out the Dragon Shields, and half of them are like this, and he just didn't notice properly. Which is, you know, it's on him, but also, like, their fucking quality is appalling lately, man. I'm a big fan of Ultimate Guard Cortexes. They're really good, and they don't break the bank either.
Right. I'll tell you something else, by the way. So, Adam, you know they gave Ultimate Guard Cortexes out at German finals, right?
Aye.
So I had them for German finals as my backup sleeves. That's what I sleeved my deck as afterwards. And I go to the judge, do you think these are alright? They were like that. To be honest with you, mate, they're probably not the best either. I'd try and get some new ones, but they'll do for now. And I was like, what the fuck do you want from me, man? And
Dual mats.
they
Yeah, I
see
got
me,
dual mats.
I thought he was wearing had mats on when I was there. I don't know. Wait, is mat different from Joe mat?
Dual
Okay,
mat
so-
is, yeah.
Dual mat is dual material. The inside is black, the outside is whatever color, so that it's not you cannot see through it because of the black layer.
Yeah.
I get told by someone else, non-judge staff to be fair. I get told by someone else at the weekend those are the ones you should buy because they're fucking shite and they always have issues.
No, I like Cortexes. I mean, obviously, sleeves are
Or
sleeves
not
and they can have
Cortexes,
issues.
Sorry, the Domats.
But like, I just don't recommend any sort of Dragon Shield. They've acknowledged that their quality has been slipping as well. They put a statement out about it saying, "Oh, the dragons have not been breathing their hardest fire," like some sort of brand thing. And I was like, "Mate, just fucking shut up, take the L, and
That's
apologize and do better. You don't need to put metaphors in front of it."
We are stoking the flames and feeding
Aye,
our dragons
like, literally, if you go into
most
their-
organic gems to produce the best sleeves
Some
possible for
garbage.
Pokemon the card game.
Yeah, because there's a big stink at Pokemon as well, at our regionals recently about it as well, where Dragon Shields, like someone gets a DQ every single regionals in Pokemon for really shitty Dragon Shields, and it's Hochin, man. What have they? What? Let's see if I can find their tweet about it. It was recently.
That's really bad, man. But
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is, man. Like if they're strict, they're strict. But yeah, I got dual mats and ended up being fine afterwards. So yeah, well.
Yep. Just go with
I've
dual
learned my
mats.
lesson.
So dual
Always dual mat.
mats can have.
Oh yeah,
factory
there it is.
They are more common, but usually dual mats are quite good.
Our dragons found a malfunctioning machine in our forge that caused some quality issues.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Shut up, man.
I know.
That's
It's
something
pure
we don't
haw
know.
material, man.
That is
Yeah.
dire.
There was some good part over the weekend, like "Shut up, man," and my new catchphrase, "Owari da."
Like,
He's been
what does
spamming
that mean?
Owarida. It's you should know you like Dragon Ball.
It means he's behind you.
No, it
I-
doesn't. It's a different one, Adam. It's a different
No,
one.
that. Okay, no. So, like Dragon Ball and watched Dragon Ball to the point where I've had several arguments about it are not the same thing.
So so Jiren the Grey says that apparently that's his catchphrase. He says Owarida, and it means it's over.
Oh yes, I said that a lot in my head. I looked at my hand and went,
I
Owari
fucking
da.
mate, as long as it was in your fucking head, I don't want to hear reports of you running around tournament hall going, "Oh, worry that." People,
Owarida.
fucking, do you happen to describe yourself
genuinely-
as an otaku? Do you wear a
"No,
fedora?
honestly, man,
Dylan nearly Dylan. I said I called you Dylan there, by the way, for Jiren and Dylan.
Jillen.
And Dylan came up behind my opponent, right, and he saw the field I had, and he slapped him on the back really hard, like friendly, and he went, "Oh, worry, damn it! Oh,
What?
He walked away screaming and laughter. And the judge, rumors have it that the judges had to escort him at the venue
Oh,
It
I
was
don't even know if
funny
you're
to
being
see.
serious or not.
Do you remember
knows,
hearing
mate?
reports of Dylan slapping a guy in the back and having to be escorted?
I'm
to
not
the
gonna,
venue
mate.
because
I
he
was doing.
laughed too loudly.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Oh,
No,
but
no,
I know
that
crazy
would be-
Dylan back at it again.
Oh, guys, you have heard stories of Crazy Dylan on this before if you've listened for a while.
The
But
shit show.
this guy's freaking nuts, man, and I wouldn't fuck with him either. That's why he's our pal because we all keep him on his good side.
Yeah, otherwise he'll
Um,
kill us.
He will
Oh,
kill us.
snitches
with a
get
Glock.
stitches.
Yep, he knows where we live.
Yep. He
Um,
knows all our weak sports. I've got all sports on my weak sports. He knows all our weak spots as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But honestly, I feel like the last region I went to was London. I think that region was pretty well. For me.
Like that's what I was going to say as well. Like the last time you played at a competitive level, Shek, was what 7-8 months ago or something like
yeah,
that.
London.
So then you come to this event and you do really well. I want to see you at fucking more events. I want to see you winning
Yes.
events, and I want to see obviously yourself as well, Cop, winning these events as well. You've definitely got it there. Like you
Yes.
said, these sort of like the wee little fuck ups of games that you could have won if you hadn't misplayed. Those can all be trained out of you. You've clearly both got the
Aye.
skill for winning, so I want to see you at these events winning them. I'm huge on Scottish pride and like getting Scottish players seen and stuff like that. One of our we had a Scottish player win the Dragon Ball regionals on the Sunday, which was great.
Nice.
I've managed
Who is
to Ollie Simmons. I don't know. I can't remember who it was.
Don Simons.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
I don't recognise that name.
But like, I'm trying to get events in Scotland. We've just got a One Piece event in Scotland, which is amazing. I'm trying to get Digimon. I want to see like a big Digimon crowd there when eventually I can finally get one. It's gonna be class. And it's also nice to like, because I go to all these events by myself half the time, traveling by myself, and then I'm working with all my team and stuff like that. So it's nice to link up with people that I know whilst I'm there, and just see how they're doing from a player point of view as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes it better when your pals are there. Your locals is there. It just brings it. I mean, like half of Glasgow felt like actually it felt like half of our bloody locals was down at the regionals or at least the Ulti Cup because like on the Sunday and on the Saturday because they're playing One Piece, like Bradley and Scott and all that the other bunch came down. I was like, what are you doing here?
These are people from our locals, by the way. We have not named these before.
Yeah.
Also, like between Dragon Ball, One Piece, and
true.
Digimon, we probably had like all but maybe 10 of the people who play Bandai games in Glasgow. We had probably about all but 10 of them
Yeah.
at the event.
Right,
Yeah,
so
it was
we had strong Scottish placements for every event. Obviously yourselves for Digimon. We had Pan, who is a One Piece player. He came in top 16 at the One Piece regionals, which was fantastic. He's done so well. We had like some folk from the Dundee crowd, Nathan and that, do really well at Battle Spirits. I think he came second or third both Battle Spirits days. And then
Is
we
that
had
6 people.
I was out of 14 people, but like let's not talk about that bit. And then like a good 10% of the Dragon Ball turnout was purely Scottish players, and a lot of them done well. Like it's so good to see. You get when you go to these events, especially when you go abroad. Because it's so expensive to fly from Scotland. Sometimes it's hard to see people turning up, but when they do turn up, they do well, which is great to see, and it's good to see. Scotland not getting forgotten in amongst all of these events.
Do we talk about the dying Dragon Ball event where there were 33 people and a third of them were Scottish?
It's
That's
really
true.
Yeah, that's
sad, man.
mad.
Glasgow Dragon Ball is legit like the cornerstone of the Dragon Ball.
It's one of the
community in Europe,
biggest
from what I
ones, yeah.
understand.
It's a shame. I'm trying to learn the game at the moment because I hate myself. Just so I can have
Do not.
just so I can
Do
have a
not.
wee bit of an
Yeah.
overview of it.
Learn
And I'm struggling with it.
Digimon first, boy.
Learn Digimon.
first.
You're getting a DQ in your next round.
No!
Single
One
out
shot.
Cobb.
Do not piss off
Yeah,
the judge.
Single out Cobb.
Take it
DQ.
from a
Yeah.
2X Dragon Ball player.
Watches you've been paired against Fat Chicken 69 or something. Man, I can't wait until Limitless
And then
make
he
you use your
actually
full
runs
name.
with him back.
I know.
See if you pair me against Shek in the first round again, mate. I'll
It
not be
wasn't
pleased.
me.
I'll
It
not be
wasn't
pleased.
me.
fuck.
If you see
That
that you
definitely
hit
was you, prick.
reroll, if you see that hit reroll, immediately tell nobody.
Reroll, that was fried, man. Because I was thinking, oh, I wonder who my opponent's. But I went, I rubbed my eyes a couple of times. I went, huh? Fuck
Literally,
It's
off.
bound
it
to
was so funny.
happen
We were talking about
eventually,
that
though.
as well. Well, it was funny that it happened in the first round because we were like, because we placed highly on the first day, we were constantly going, "Oh, mate, I could be against you next. I could be against you next." And then the second day, we were like, "Mate, there's a higher chance because there was only like 80, 90 people for the World Cup. So like, the chances of us pairing are a lot higher here, man." And then the first round, he checks the app, and it's like round one we're against each other. And the only thing that could go through my head was, in the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh, when Joey has to fight Yugi for the finals
Oh,
against
yeah.
Pegasus, and it plays the cheesy song, and it's like, "We were closer than brothers, and then we had to fight each other." And I was
That kick was hard, bro.
it does go so hard. I was thinking it the whole time. And I was actually sweating my balls off against Shek as well. So I was saying this to him before, man, but I think he's quite a like calculated player. He's like he sees the plays quite quickly. He's methodical about it. I get like a bit of anxiety still because I've no played it a lot. I get overexcited. I'm either like slightly anxious, right, and I'm like trying to mask my anxiety by talking a lot, or I get into it too much and I stop thinking and I do things too quickly. So that was happening, and I thought to myself, I'm like, I need to give this man the game of his life here. And it was quite close, I think, as well. There was, I
Yeah.
think, one of the games was close. Well, two of the games were close actually, I think, and then the third one was like a wash because you bricked or something.
Yeah, it was hard. It was already a
Oh.
hard matchup anyway, so it's
Callum,
scuffed. Like, but yeah, like you were saying, Adam, you want us to do well. Like we've done well. We can obviously show that we can do well, and I think we will do well in the future. See, as long as me and Callum can bounce off each other, and I don't troll and constantly switch deck and just
Yes.
stick to one.
I said
I think-
this to you, man. Like literally, I think I think we've actually mentioned this before about how you took DDPer to London Regionals last year in BT9, and
Yeah.
Dylan was like that. I think it was literally about 2 or 1 night before the tournament. What did I take, man? What did I take? And you were playing Grandis with Garurumon, and were you playing Black War Guru there? Or am
No,
I
I
making
wasn't
that up?
playing Black Warrior. I borrowed Melga as well, so the only real deck I
Yeah.
had was Grandees.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, yeah, I mean, I was like spitballing decks at you that were playable. I was like, you could take this, you could take that, you could take Mother, and you were like, Mother's playable. I was like, yeah, it had the first top of the format, mate. And you were like, what? I was like, it's had a couple of tops. It's looking to be like a kind of sleeper hit, bit slept on. And you're like, I love Mother. And then literally, you did your obsession on bombs. You were like, bombs are so broken in the OTK format. I need to fit the yellow cards into this list. And we didn't have enough time to playtest it properly, playtesting it the night before bloody regionals. And it went to shit. But I said to you, remember, I was like, mate, every list, I was like, oh, it's so good to take Reaper, mate, because everybody just runs the same list. It's just the white base with Starmons, man. You can just do that. You're like, aye, but what about yellow? And I was like, no.
well, the thing is, I couldn't find Star Wars because it's so late notice anyway. Plus, the reason why I picked DD Pod at that time was I was thinking consistency. I didn't want to break
Yeah.
my balls off because Mulligan wasn't a thing back then. So it was fried. And back then, it was all about the stack. And I was thinking, see if I break my balls off and don't get a stack, I'll hate my life.
Yeah,
that's
like
why.
literally, since this game's put mulligans in, it's been so much fucking better, man. Like I
Absolutely.
can't believe they didn't do it like way sooner.
Aye.
Because like I said this before, but see me traveling to fucking Germany to play in the finals and then losing out a top cut because I bricked my balls off 2 out of 3 games with Machine Drabon. It was so scunnering, man. Like literally, I came back for that, and my only thought was, I have to play Agumon next time. I have to play Gabumon next time because if I don't, I'm going to just fucking not be able to search the top 4 cards on my deck for every card in the deck every 2 seconds.
Aye, so that's a question that I
So,
was going to ask you actually.
yeah.
So mulligans were implemented about, I don't know, but a little over 2 months ago, but we've had a shortage of Digimon events in the UK. So we had the Ultimate Cup, when mulligans were first introduced, but mulligans were already in place for the Ultimate Cup anyway, so you were already kind of, used to it. This was the regionals on the Friday was the first event in the UK where mulligans were fully in force for the standard experience of the card game. Obviously, playing Machine Dramon, playing Red Hybrid, etc. How do you think the mulligan system actually works in practice? Well, I will say as a judge, we've not had to give out any penalties for. Well, we had to give some, but like the penalties for giving people like when they put out their security instead of their hand first is way down, which is super good. People are getting used to it. But from a player standpoint, how does it feel to actually have a fucking functioning mulligan system in the main game now?
On you go, Cobb, because your
Right.
your opinion's going to be different from mine.
I feel very passionate about this, right? Because, like I just mentioned there, I literally lost a top cut in the finals of the year and like got scrubbed out to hell because mulligans were off. Now, not saying I'd have guaranteed won the game, right? But the feeling of losing a game instantly by looking at your hand of three Doremons and no gas and Machine Demon is so bad that it just feels awful when you have a insta losing hand. Like I don't even use mulligan as like a crutch. I know some people talk about do you mulligan this hand like it's playable, but do you mulligan it? I'm honestly so scared of those old days where my hand is full of bricks that I never mulligan unless my hand looks like I'm going to lose the game instantly. Like, see if I see something to do on my first turn of the game, like a memory boost in a rookie or an analog man and a memory boost or something like that, I literally keep it every time because I'm like, I will draw stuff. If my hand is a hard brick that I look at it and I go, I've insta lost. If, say, for example, I have to hard drop a 5 and pray it sticks, I'm not keeping that shit. I'm bottom decking it. I never go for a mulligan that highly optimizes my hand. I know some Machine Demon players are like, if I don't see analog man, and I'm not about that.
Nah, I know about that life. Well, for me, it's a bit different because my deck's fairly consistent. A brick hand can still be good for me. A lot of the time over the weekend, I felt like, I was like, because Carl told me this over the week when we were playtesting, if it's a playable hand, don't mulligan it. And a lot of the time, red hybrid's fairly consistent because you go, okay, flame on's good, something to evolve on, pass turn, there you go. And a lot of the time, I was keeping those hands. It did come up a couple of times where I had to go, okay, that's absolutely not playable. Redraw. And it's a lot better now that you don't need to bottom deck them and just destroy your hopes and dreams of ever seeing
Oh,
that
I
card
know.
ever again. So that this
Tell me
mulligan's
about
like 10 times better.
Yeah.
But honestly, it was so much better. The mulligan as overall in general, I think is good, even though it doesn't like fully benefit me because my deck's fairly consistent. Honestly, a brick hand I can still play out of. Like the amount of times I went, okay, flame on and then play Takuya or something, I'm still getting gas. Like I can still go off. Or flame on here, hard drop flame on, search top 3, add something. Like it's not it's like it's a really good mechanic. I like it, but it obviously mean Callum are going to have different experiences of it because my deck doesn't really brick as much as his.
Nah,
Really.
man. Like the despair on my face having to go. Like GU7, pray for no Gaia Force, pray for no Gaia Force, or I lose the game. GU7.
Yeah, it's fucked at that.
I know, but it's just so much better for the fun. And then I said this previously when we did the podcast for after finals. I think it really improves the competitive aspect of the game as well. Because see, to me, you can't call the game competitive if it's a game, right? It's worse
It
than
is a game,
Pokemon
yes,
for
yes.
having deed cards in hand. You go, but like in this game, you're let's be honest, right? If you don't see a 3 or a 4 in your hand and like a memory boost or something like that, or a card that searches,
Aye,
you've probably lost the game if your opponent's not got a shit hand. I know
aye.
you can hard drop a 5 for 6 or 7 or 8, but let's be honest, most of the time that's gonna insta lose you the game.
Aye, like for
So it's
Pokemon the
for the game to
Mulligan.
be competitive, it needed it.
Yeah, like for Pokemon, the Mulligan system's a bit weird because you need to have a basic Pokemon out on the field because obviously it's based around the game. You have to have at least like guys out to battle. If you don't have one in your opening hand, you shuffle and redraw. But then the game is super different. It's so different to Digimon and even One Piece and stuff like that because you have like supporters and Pokemon and stuff like that that you play. And like You can absolutely brick. You can get dead hands, and like when you're forced to shuffle and redraw, thanks to like cards like Judge, etc., where it's a disruption sort of card, you can brick off of that. That's absolutely the thing. But it's a lot harder to brick in the current game state anyway. And like games like One Piece, the
Yeah.
mulligan mechanic's been in it from the start. But because the game is a resource system, you can definitely brick and draw a lot of high end cards, but it's unlikely and you can usually play out of it. The game doesn't have a lot of draw apart from certain decks, and like Battle Spirits has a weird mulligan system as well. All 4 Bandai card games have different mulligan mechanics, and it is horrendous to try and keep track of. Because Dragon Ball, you look at your hand, you
What?
put X amount of cards to the bottom, shuffle it, and then draw the same amount of cards that you put back. Digimon's shuffle and redraw. One Piece is shuffle and redraw, but in a different way. And then fucking Battle Spirits is put them like if you choose to mulligan, you put your hand to the bottom, draw 4 new cards, and then you shuffle your deck, and you don't get an extra card because you chose to mulligan. It's very weird. Every game the Bandai just love to have different mulligan mechanics in place for everything, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
strange.
Just want to point out, One Piece and Digimon have the exact same mulligan.
Is it the exact same now?
There
That's
is
good.
0 difference. Yeah,
Well,
so
that's good.
One Piece came out over here, and Bandai literally lifted the mulligan and said, "Here, Digimon, have this."
That's good, man. I love it because back in the stack days, I used to hate it. I'm like,
It used to
"Bloody
be
daft."
different. It used to be different then.
Yeah, well, Digimon's used to be. Well, One Piece has always been the same. It's Digimon that used to be different.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
aye,
Don't worry, da.
it's good to
Just
have.
Mountain Deck read.
It's good to have the mulligan mechanic in it as well, from the point of a judge and stuff like that, because you want your players to enjoy the tournament. If you're playing a pure high roll deck, the mulligan system makes it a wee bit more fair to you as well. And there's no punishment for the mulligan. You just get 5 cards back, and then stick your security out. So it's good to see that people aren't sitting there crying. Not in a bad way, but like getting pure upset because their hand's dead and they've not had the chance to sort it. Because I mean, Digimon has no deck search. One Piece does have deck search, so you like see this feeling when you're like, "Oh, my deck's not giving me the cards I want." See, even just being able to shuffle it, it can help reset your mind a wee bit. I pure notice that when I'm playing Pokemon and that, I'm like, "Oh, I'm dead drawn. If I can just deck search, it'll help me." Even though your deck's statistically random, it doesn't make a difference. It kind of helps your brain a wee bit. One Piece, there's a bit of deck search, so you can do that, but with Digimon, it's just top 5, top 4, etc., etc. So like, it's really hard to reset your deck if you think it's been shuffled together in a really poor way. But aye, it's good to see mulligan, and it's good to see everyone getting what they wanted as well. Bandai are listening to their players a lot more, I've noticed. Like with the reprint set, with mulligans coming out, people have been asking for new mechanics coming out as well. Like there's a brand new, like the new Ace mechanic coming out. They've got a new trait coming out called Mind Link in BT14, which is sort of like reverse Tamer evolution, where you slide a Tamer under one of your Digimon.
It's literally a reverse hybrid.
Yeah,
I've never thought of that.
it's really cool. Like I like the way that Digimon is going currently. I just wish that
Same.
promos and things you get at a competitive level were just a bit better, to be honest. Especially for competitive
Honestly,
players.
see if they made the competitive aspect better. Exactly, man. Like if they made the competitive aspect better, the game would be chef's kiss, as Dylan would say.
Yeah.
Kisses air.
Everybody, nobody wants to hear
Like
that.
you can have the super rare, you can have the super rare Omnimon, you can have the super rare Gallantmon. You can have that. You can control the market, the third party market in that way if you want to. But give your players something a bit better than one extra event pack if they make top 128, man. Like I'm a big supporter in.
There is a lot of stuff that's gash about it.
Yeah, I'm a big supporter in what Pokemon do, where they're like, your entry costs £45. Here's a playmat. Like, amazing. I love playmats. I've got about 40 of them sitting in my house. Because you're just getting something for coming to play is great. And then the better you do, the more you do well. You get more and more shit. You get more stamped things. Even if they just gave us promos that were playable. Like, oh, I'm so happy I've got this participation pack with a Greymon that
No.
nobody uses and an Agunimon that's been dead for 7 years.
It's actually laughable, man. Like, I have no clue why they've done this, because it doesn't cost them more money to print alts. Okay, maybe they're thinking like, oh, we've got all these good alts that we're going to print down the line. We can't use good cards, but like, I mean, everybody's said it to death now, but like, see if you look at that regionals participation pack, there's like 1.5 cards that's like good in that pack.
Aye.
The rest of it is utter garbage. The pack is worth feck all. Like, you get, see if you get top. I mean, I know this one was like, what, 200 players, right? They like, I also think the player count for tournaments is like steadily dropping, or it has steadily dropped. I think it's probably stabilized again now, like, because of the prizing primarily. Because people are going, I mean, think about it this way logically, right? We all went down to Birmingham for fun, but cost us £60 to stay there for 3 nights because they split the event over 3 days. And the ticket to the event for 3 days cost us £40
Yeah,
ish.
45.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then we split 4 people. There was 4 of us driving my car, which was 20 quid a head. Could have been more if we took a flight or get the train. So we spent 120 quid just to get there. That's not even including
Tickets
like
himself.
the amount of money it would cost you. Yeah, tickets for the tickets were like a fiver because it cost you 45. But anyway, so like you're probably paying about 150 quid just to get there, right? And it's kind of mental when you think about that, because even me coming top 16, my prizing probably equated to about, and this is a big if. This is even if I can sell the prizing, because nobody fucking wants it, man. I've still got half the finalist cards for last year that I've still not sold, by the way, and they were better than these ones. But the pack itself is about 30 quid for coming top 32, and the participation one I think is about 15, 20 quid. So that's like 50 quid for coming top like 4%, 3% in a tournament, which is fucking insane, considering almost every man and his dog that went there is probably like negged a large amount of money. And Bandai can definitely fix that by putting the cards that are actually playable in the packs, actually commissioning people. They seem to be stopping commissioning people to make alt arts for cards outside of the main sets and outside of the alt cups. Like, it seems like the next set of regionals as well is just the basic card art with a kind of pattern behind the cards, which I don't think anybody likes compared to getting an actual alternative art of the card.
Yeah.
Bobby.
While we're griping about tourney packs, the one that really annoys me, this isn't like regionals and stuff, but why is the winner pack not foil?
Oh yeah, man, that's the stupidest shit ever.
Tournament locals winners pack, not foil. Genuinely, the cards in the normal pack look nicer because one of them is randomly foil, and if you pull the winner art, it just looks like crap.
It's hilarious because the winner pack Starmons is actually less sought
Pikmons
after than the Pikmon. Sorry, yeah, the winner pack pick. I was like wondering why that wasn't coming up on Card Market when I was typing that in. By the way, what's going on?
Aye, the foiling on
they're
them.
actually both worth nothing. I've just realised somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
the
wish
foil
that would...
one with the actual card art is better than the winners pack one.
Aye, I've noticed that as well, and
yeah,
it's a shame.
So literally, the one for winning. The one for winning is is cheaper than the one for losing.
Yeah,
because it's not foil.
Yeah, it's not foil, and it's got the crappy. I don't know why they think we like these crappy patterned backgrounds. Like, sometimes it could be nice, but this one's literally just like random lines.
it's because
What
it's
would you rather have? Random lines or a delightful blue starburst in the background?
It's cheaper to do that than it is to pay for an artist to do an alt or something like that as well. It's defo's not great. But then look at the store championship packs that they're putting out. They're all fucking those gold plated cards. Like, that's great quality
good.
for a store
I like
championship. Like top
I
4.
don't mind them so
like
much.
top 4 get a gold plated Hades Force or like a bunch of different cards or whatever. And I'm like cool, top 4 have never got anything like that in the past. They've certainly not got a gold plated. Well, it's not gold plated. It's a playable card. It's just a golden version of it. It's like it's
when you get 24 carat sister one.
It's the pure AliExpress Pokemon cards that are gold plated. But like those are great quality.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to a
absolute
couple of
flag.
store championships and hopefully get top 4 with them. I say that I'm gonna do fucking terrible as usual, but like
Let me know if you find any because they booked all of them for Glasgow, as far as I know, on the weekend. Birmingham was on, and that's something as well. Apparently, according to store owners, Bandai basically comes to you and goes, "You're doing our store champs this weekend," and they go, "I don't want to do one that weekend,"
no, they
and they
apply.
go, "Tough titties, you
No,
get or you don't
they
get one
apply.
at
They
all."
apply for it and then they get to book a slot.
I've heard
They fucked
took
up
for
the
two
store
places.
championships because they couldn't get the product to them in time, so they basically had to rebook everyone, and they pretty much booked everyone onto the same weekend. But it's
Running it.
you normally get to pick your slot in that.
I bloody
Um,
hope so, man. 'Cause I've heard for a couple of places that they basically get told, yeah, this is the slot you're doing it on, and they were like, ah, shit, man, there's going to be nobody here, and it's really sad because the last store championships that we missed because we were in Birmingham, I think there was like 4 people showed up or something, and then the
free
one we
win.
did for BT10, there was 2 on the same day, and there was no more than 5 people in either of them, and it was the same people. We basically went like that. I think there's an extra 1 guy or 2 guys in each in the second one, so we basically went to one. Everyone went right. Everybody stand up and go into the next shop, and then we went down into Geek the Treat, and then we played again.
Yep.
Madness.
Funny store champ story. Went to a store championship. I can't remember why no one was there. I think there was a winner box on another store or something. But I showed up and there was one other person. So what do you think? So instead of just going, okay, used to play it, the winner gets it. He went, used to play 3 best of 3s.
No,
and tell me
man.
who won."
Wow.
No, that's a
That
joke.
is a
No,
yoke.
no, genuinely. I was
Did
like,
you
"Yeah,
win?
you need to play 3 rounds because Bandai will monitor us otherwise." So
Nice.
yeah, I won.
I'd
The
went to
other
the
person
guy.
was,
Can we play one best of 3, and whoever wins, we'll say to them we played
I think
3.
we played 1.5, and then just went up to them and went, "Yeah, I won 2-0 each time," and just you know, like rather than sitting there and doing that for however fucking long.
Yeah,
That's
the
Hodgson.
pricing is a kind of issue. Like the fact that Cobb got like 13th and I get 21st and he gets nothing
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
it, like a different bracket, is mad. So like I'm literally like a whole bracket behind him and he gets nothing more. We get the exact same. Like he's
Even in
getting
America,
robbed.
man, you should get like a special card for coming top 16. Like if there's no top cut, man, it's just annoying to come. Like certain events you'll go to, oh, top 32 is amazing, man. Like finals, if you get top 32, you get all this cool stuff. I know it was finals, but let's be honest, it was pretty much a busy regionals.
Aye, they should also be. They should also
And
give.
like they could do that sort of thing for every tournament.
They should also give
They should
the
also give
TOs a bit more flexibility when it comes to pricing. So like
More prizing.
I am directly involved in how pricing works now. Like I know how it works. Bandai sends it, and they say this is what you're getting. You know, that's fine. That's what pretty much happens everywhere. But we have no control over it. So say we host a 64 player event, everyone gets the same stuff that's sent on the website. It is much easier to get top 8 in a 64 player event than it is in a 565 player event, but the pricing is exactly the same.
Yes.
It doesn't scale. Yes, if there's top 128 pricing in a 64 player tournament, everyone gets it, fair enough. But like for a 64 player event, that's 6 rounds. It's 6 rounds, probably 5 with an undefeated. You're fighting for the same prizes. If it's a 512 player event, that's 9 rounds, probably 8 with a 1 undefeated. For the same pricing, that's such a bigger day. I do wish that it's scaled a bit better and they went, okay, maybe top 8 becomes top 16, stuff like that. Meaning you would get pricing and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's like I mean, I don't want to say surprising. They'll get many games. The budget's going somewhere. That's all I'm saying. It's not somewhere. I'm going to get elected off of this next year. I'll be the Digimon World President. I'll be going. greedy Bandai are taking all the pricing. I don't know where it's going. Where is it going? It's not going to Digimon. I'll tell you that for free.
Why that president? Why that president did you choose?
Because
Do a
he
little
got
bit of
elected. He
throwing.
got elected off like getting angry at people and making statements that may or may not be true, but get people riled up and go, yes, so true.
Yes.
Speaking
So
of
true.
statements that may or may not be true, as far as I'm aware, in terms of like pricing being worth stuff, Digimon's the only
Yeah,
Bandai
it's
game
kinda
where that's a problem. One Piece pricing is worth its value. Dragon
Dragon
Ball
Ball?
pricing is somehow worth value.
Dragon Ball pricing is
Dragon
good.
Ball's top,
Battle
like,
Spirits
yeah,
pricing is good, and One Piece
still
pricing
No,
is
you're-
good.
you're-
I
you're,
don't know how.
Where's our packs, man? Where's our packs?
All I
We
want
get
is playmat.
packs.
Just give us a playmat for
Play
One
mat and
Piece.
packs, please.
Yeah,
literally like
If Digimon needs packs, we need playmat.
no, but boys, listen, packs are quite expensive for Bandai. They're very expensive to make, so that is why for getting first place, you get yourself a cheeky booster box. Let's go. That's what we're all in it for. The one booster box.
I mean, more packs were top 32 and top 16. Like, X amount of packs were becoming top
you
32
should
and
definitely.
what we're already getting. And a playmat. Playmat for top 16 or even. Like, I'd be
Yeah,
happy with that,
there's so
honestly.
yeah, I
many
agree.
options they could do.
One Piece gets a top 32
One
mat.
Piece gets a top 32 mat.
Yep, yeah, it does.
The
It does.
the pricing for finals seemed like it was like oh,
The
sorry.
the pricing for
I'm
finals
lagging a bit
was
here, boys. I'm hearing
fucking.
people going all robot boy. Maybe me.
Can hear
It's
okay.
pretty good. It's pretty good.
But at the same
those-
time,
oh,
even
okay,
like
yes, I'm
participation
very
was a
far
bit
behind.
rough. Right, this connection's shot to all hell. Everyone's talking at the same time. What's going on?
As
It's-
Adam
So
Just
Adam
you, Adam.
lag.
use some editing magic
Oh,
to fix it.
He's lagging out.
can you hear me all right?
He's so far behind. Yes.
Yeah, I'm still here then. That's fine.
Yeah, but there's like 5 seconds.
Aye, that's
That
just
was-
Discord.
So delayed.
It's not. Discord isn't a 3-second.
Oh, I'm on a
delay.
15-second
Adam,
delay.
say Joel right now.
Joel.
Say Joel when you hear it.
Joel,
Say Joel when you hear it.
That was a few
Okay.
seconds.
we doing
That
all
was
right?
like 5 seconds.
Aye, 5 seconds fine.
No.
Oh, sorry about this,
It makes
folks.
it really hard to talk to you.
Technical difficulties.
Right, say Joel again for the check.
Joel.
Oh,
Oh
no!
my God.
Oh no!
that was bad.
That's
I
been
worried
frustrating.
that.
Hang on, folks. Let me fix it. Hang on. Let's just go back to this
Yeah,
connection.
Look, oh, jeezy,
That's
beast
funny,
man.
man.
Smells like
This is
coffee
like-
yesterday.
Hello,
I was going to say this was literally me when I was up at work.
Can you hear me
Right,
okay?
say. What was the word?
Joel.
Yes, we hear you.
Oh, that was 5 minutes
Say
later,
Joel.
man. Joel. I don't know
Hey, that
what's
wasn't that bad.
I don't know what's going on.
Say Joel.
Joel.
That's
That's slightly better. That seems workable.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
Sorry, that. Oh,
is that better?
Potential.
Oh,
Say Joel.
Joel.
Okay,
that was better, okay.
we're back on it.
Okay,
we're
right,
back
good.
on.
Back to
So,
sorry
yeah.
about that, folks. I'm not gonna edit that out. What were we talking about?
BT14, you said?
Oh, BT14. Yeah, so
Literally.
we've decided that. So obviously, we're gonna do our BT14 set review when that comes out in 8 months' time or whenever the hell it's coming out. But there's some
Jesus.
cool cards coming out we want to highlight and maybe get you a wee bit hyped for what's up and coming in the digital monsters, Digimon, battles. No, that's a different card game.
No.
Digimon card
Oh.
game.
Do
Nice.
not.
So we've each picked one card that we're going to talk about, and then we'll move on to some other hijinks or whatever. If you're still listening at this point, we commend you.
Yes,
So, Cobb, what's your card of choice?
guys. Now, if you know me, you know maybe 2 things I love in this card game, right? I love D Brigade and I love
D-
Etamon and Pooh, right? The Etamon line is like my favourite. Etamon himself is my favourite Digimon. And I was quite sad when BT11 came along and Etamon, along with some of my other favourite Digimon like Tyrannomon and stuff, the support they received was kind of gash. I was so excited to play an Etamon deck, and it feels like I'll be honest with you guys, in BT14, if the Etamon deck isn't competitive, then it'll be damn close, right? Because there's a lot of good stuff it's seen. But today, as I'm recording this, a new Etamon card has been revealed, and it is actually really good. I'm actually reading it thinking this is powerful for the first time in reading an Etamon card since the bloody BT1 Etamon. Now, this card is 7k DP, 7 cost, a hard drop. It's 40 evolve, but evolves for 3 over a Sukamon, and it has a security effect. So the security effect is if you've got 3 or more cards with Sukamon in its name in your trash, you can play a level 6 Digimon with Etamon in its name from your hand without paying the cost. Now that's fucking insane. Because the second part of this card is on deletion, place this card at the bottom of your security stack. So that's basically like a really good recover because it gives you this guaranteed effect. And additionally, the inherited effect is on deletion, place 1 Etamon from your trash at the bottom of your security stack. So just by evolving into this thing, you can guarantee you're going to recover 1, and you're also going to guarantee that you're going to give them an annoying board to deal with because they've got that Etamon lingering at the bottom of the stack. And you can play some really good stuff off of it, like the King Etamon from BT13 that has the effect that all turns you can give your Sukamon and Etamon blocker. So you can create a big 12k blocker at the end of your turn. If you've got a wide board, then you're going to create a bunch of guys who block that are going to minus DP your opponent's Digimon. And there's just a lot of value to be had from it because you can even puke out another metal Etamon that'll let you go wide on the board. And I'm actually excited as hell for BT14. It looks to be probably the best set I've seen in Digimon so far. And yeah, I can finally play an Etamon only deck.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Pretty
Loving it.
good. Bryce, what about you?
Continuing the trend of being a filth player. We got the other half of the filth line. We got the Monze Numi stuff also getting a crap ton of support. But the highlights are probably probably Black King Numemon, who on delete looks at the top 3 of your deck, adds a Monzemon, and then just plays any Numemon regardless of level, just from the top. All this what this does is it just creates a loop between this and the level 6 that just bounces off of each other because the level 6 is on delete, play a level 5. So you just go play Black King. When he dies, play or is it when he dies? Yeah. When he dies, play Platinum. When he dies, play King. Well, you have to stack the deck using whatever means the Black has to do that a wee bit, but actually, do you?
I was actually about to say, Bryce, you can use Missimon to rig it, but for some reason they stop being police as soon as they go into the level 5. I guess they get old and retire after they evolve from Numemon.
Yeah. Oh well. When they're old, Kings and Platinum, which seems like the wrong way around. Yeah, you get a funny little poo loop or not slime loop.
Oh, we love poo loop.
Poo loop, your opponent.
Poo loop is what I do when I work in the office.
This one's more like a perpetual sneeze. Sneeze.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that loop as well, Bryce, and I was like, that's freaking insane. But then I was like, I guess you have to hit it. But I mean, even just being able to play a normal Numemon's like, okay, that's something. And he can play himself as well, which is nuts. So I mean, there's like 7 hits in the deck that are freaking nuts. And then he also just plays for 6. So I mean, you get 3, you go, here's a freaking Black King Numemon, hold this one.
Yes.
The new Numemon just gains rush when you play him and eat a tamer. So like, it's great. We finally got good filth decks from the looks of things.
Yes. We love the funny wee men.
Yes.
They're very funny.
The funny wee men.
I want to take the funny wee men to regionals and sweep with them, to be honest.
That would be funny of the wee men to do that.
It would be, right?
It would be. Shek, what about yourself? What's your card of choice from BT14?
For me, since everyone knows that I'm Mr. Green.
So true, mate. Mr. Red Hybrid, he's Mr. Green, though.
I've picked Togemon. Now, this is very cracked because we already know currently Bloomlord is another deck we didn't even
I
speak about.
am
But
an
Bloomlord,
average Bloomlord enjoyer.
yes, Bloomlord is actually nuts. Like I don't even earlier on, I didn't think we spoke about it that
Nah,
much.
we
But
didn't even mention it, man. But
Bloomlord was one of those big ones there, and I was like, what? It's cracked. Quartzmon makes it cracked. You just gain an F ton of memory, and you just annoy your opponent. Can he play tamers? Well, suspend tamers, sorry. Can he untap them? And then trash your security for every 5. Madness.
it is madness.
So Bloomlord is good right now, and then even in the future, it's getting even more support. So Togemon's a vegetation. It's 3k, and your turn once per turn. When you would play a tamer from your hand, you can suspend this. In fact, suspending one of your green Digimon reduce the cost by 3. That's madness.
Yeah, and if it
Nah, it's
plays,
so annoying,
but
man.
if it plays with a new
madness.
Palmon, you're actually gaining 2 memory as well if you suspend the new Palmon. Great.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous combo. And then the new Mimi's 3-drop, and she searches for a vegetation planter fairy as well. This honestly, it seems like it's gonna be nuts later, man. Like, and there's just so much more vegetation coming out. There's a new Yoshino line with the Rosemon and the Rosemon Bossmon. I actually think Bloomlord's going to the moon. Calling it now. It seems like vegetation is gonna be madness. Like,
Yeah.
It
looking
bloody
at
is
all these
madness.
cards.
The thing as well is apparently in BT13, Yoshino is like a playable competitive deck with Rosemon and stuff like that as well. So I mean, Bloomlord's good to now. Even people, this is like another thing. People were saying Bloomlord's so good in Alt Cup. It is, but literally, I think we had like 2 or 3 Bloomlords at top tables at regionals as well. So it's, and I think I actually won at regionals as well previously. So it's clearly good even right now. So for it to get a wave of support in 13 and then like cards like Dylan's talking about with bloody Togemon in 14, it's going to be fucking Gansha. My
Yeah,
capital C.
I
Yeah.
think it's going to be nuts. Like, I think it's going to be so disgusting to play. It's already got a ridiculous value engine now. Later on, it's going to get even more, and you're just, God help us.
Apparently, they were scared that Hang Blossomon would be too harsh on the deck, so they gave them all of this.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
The fact they had it to 1, and now they're giving us this is like, we don't care about
Yeah.
Blossom
Future
anymore.
proofing, mate. That's what it
Memory.
is, future-proofing.
What memory?
Yeah,
No,
honestly,
literally.
nuts.
I mean, now you just suspend suspend anything, and then play Mimi for 1 or 3 or 0 if you're playing the new one, and then if you've got the Palmon, you evolve, and then you could even play the old Mimi with the Togemon, and then you just evolve with Palmon, and it's like you've played the Mimi for 0.
Aye. Like the whole point of you playing green memory boosts in that deck was so you can have good search, but you don't even need it with new Mimi. Because Mimi's a
no.
searcher. Oh, it's very good.
And you can suspend her to gain a memory
Yes.
when your Digimon becomes suspended. That's ridiculous, man.
Very good.
It's literally
Nutty.
nuts.
Yeah. So
Goes Pearl crazy.
as in straying away from some of my sort of normalcy, I was going to talk about Angemon, the secret rare of the set. It's very cool.
It's so cool.
But I'm actually going to talk about a purple card, which is
Oh.
Fenrir Lugamon. Now I
Best
don't
card
know.
as fuck.
I don't know if that's what it's going to be called. It's basically Fenrir the wolf covered in armor. I don't know if it's been translated yet because the digital comic that it's based on has yet to be localized in English. I don't even think it's out in Japan yet, but
No,
we're getting
so
card
Adam,
reveals.
it's out right now, right?
Right.
And we get an English, I think the first like 10, 20 chapters are out. We get it in English,
Right.
but Bandai are using AI to localize the English dub
Oh,
for it.
shut the
The
fuck
dub,
up,
sorry.
man.
They're
No.
using it's AI translated, and reading it is so bad that it's like.
Do you think that's how they do their
comically good.
cards?
I think so. Because
No.
I think so many of the mistakes, I know for a fact that Digimon Seekers is translated using AI, right? But I mean, it seems like it could be quite interesting. It's also quite an edgy story. You know, everybody loves an edgy Digimon story. I think the new guys are quite cool. But it's done by AI, sadly.
So Fenrir Lugamon's one of the new SRs. So it's based off of the new Tamer EJ or EIJ. EJ, I think his name is. He's got the new
Yeah.
Mind Link skill, which basically says at any point during your main phase, you can slide it under one of your Dark Animal / SOC. I don't know what SOC stands for, but
Society
of
Chance.
Chaos or something like I don't know. But
Son of Cricket.
you get to slide it under your guy, and then when he's slid under, your guy gets Alliance and Blocker, and then end of all turns, he becomes a Tamer again, which is really cool, so you can reuse him
You
without the
may.
fear of him dying. But I'm a big
Yes.
fan of cards that abuse game mechanics without it being unfair, and Fenrir Lugamon is the first card to abuse the memory system in a way that takes away its effect. So it's got a full your turn condition, and it says the condition to end the turn becomes your opponent having 3 or more memory instead of 1 or more memory. So essentially you get an extra 2 memory. The memory counter can pass over to 2 on your opponent's side, and it is still your turn until it hits 3, which essentially lets you play things for a 12 cost instead of a 10 cost like normal if you only start on like 1 or 2. And surprise, surprise, Fenrir Lugamon is a 12 cost. But it's got a when digivolving effect if the Tamer is underneath it. So basically you slide the Tamer underneath it using Mind Link when it's a level 5. And then you get to play a level 6 for free when you digivolve into it from your trash. So you get another Fenrir Lugamon out. I think it's
Well-
really, really cool.
So Adam, I think I'm no certain on this, right? But see the when digivolving effect, I think it actually lets you play 3 level 4 or lowers if you've got EG in the sources, not the level.
You
going
may
up.
play 1 level 4 or lower card, add 2 to the max. Oh, yeah. So you can play
So,
3. Yeah.
which
I read
is
that wrong.
Arguably even
But even better. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because you can play Little Men with Rush, which is nuts.
yeah,
We've
so
also printed some good value cards for it this set as
you
well.
evolve into Fenrir Lugamon, you get 3 guys out in the field if your Tamer's underneath them, you then swing with Fenrir Lugamon, you get to delete one of your level 3s, which then unsuspends your dude, and then the Tamer being underneath it gives all your guys Blocker or Alliance, so you can buff your DP and all that sort of stuff, and it's a cool little combo deck that I actually kind of want to build when we get BT14 when it comes out. But that's my card of choice.
Yeah,
I
age
think it
away,
looks
man.
absolutely cancer, by the way. I think the whole deck looks absolutely fucking insane, man.
I'm
It's,
very...
like, it's,
I might
it's
be-
literally steroid Mervamon, man. It's even wetter.
I might be
than Mervamon
purple
ever
pilled
was.
for a set, which is unlike me.
I
You
was
all
gonna
know that
say,
I am not a
like,
I
purple
thought you
enjoyer.
hated it. I thought you hated purple, man.
Purple enjoyer,
I am.
man.
I might become a purple enjoyer for this set. Also, it's a cool wolf. That's also
Yeah,
a
he's a cool
police
guy.
officer. I'm not fussed about that
No,
bit,
he's not.
but
No, he's not. No, he's not. No.
uh,
Don't worry, isn't he's an ethical hacker. Don't worry
oh,
about
we love
that.
those.
Ethical
I love
hacker.
ethical hackers, man. Sign me up.
Honestly, man. This guy
I
looks
found out what
nuts.
SOC means. SOC means Sons of Chaos.
Oh, so I
Sons
was
of
kind of
Chaos.
right. Sons of Chaos.
This man
Yep.
actually looks cracked. The condition to end turn becomes your opponent having
That
3
is
or
a
more memory.
joke, isn't
It's
it?
so good. That's so
It's-
cool.
it's-
Broken,
Even if it
man.
didn't have that, it plays 3 guys. How can it not be good?
Yeah, big
It's
fan.
broken, man.
It's broken, man. It's utterly broken.
And
Have you seen the level 4s that they've printed this set as well?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And
Oh, worried.
we have one secret revealed, which is the Angemon, which looks cool as fuck. We've not had the other secret revealed, but given that the entire set is Blastace and the D-Police, the Digipolice, and that sort of thing, it's highly likely the other secret is going to be something to do with this Dark Animal Sons of Chaos deck. So give me it.
Yeah,
I'm all
well,
for it. Gimme.
Have you,
The condition to end your turn becomes your opponent having 7 or more memory. I'd love that. Gimme.
Shut up.
Yes.
What was I
Shut
going to say?
up.
Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad. I've actually had intel as to what the other secret is. Have you heard
I've not.
what the word on the street is?
What is the word on the
So-
street?
The word on the street is it's going to be King Etamon's secret there.
Oh, was this word on the
Let's
street by
go.
chance you talking to yourself late at night, muttering about
Uh,
cards not getting secret rares that you like?
Nah, it's 'cause
Honestly,
he's mate.
gang, do not tell anybody about this because I've been told by my uncle who works at Bandai. And you guys know, right? BT14 is the first set where they've got a new design team for the game.
True.
Do they?
Found
Yeah.
out today.
Yeah, so it's a new design team, BT14. Do you know who the head of that design team is?
Is it your uncle?
Your uncle.
It's my uncle, exactly. So he's basically what he said. I said, Unc, can I please get a secret Kangatamon? And he went, done.
Done.
And then he says that he never goes back on his word. And he
See,
fights for his friends.
see if the
So,
secret rare,
yeah.
For his friends.
see if the secret rare is King Etamon. I will pay
We'll have to do
you
a show.
X amount of money.
No.
Heck,
I've got a better idea.
Okay, no
Um,
money, cool.
Ghost
What?
pepper. You eat.
Well.
What is it with you and the ghost peppers,
know
man?
what's wrong with
You,
like
I'm
ghost
you
pepper,
still
bro?
need to eat a ghost pepper from 6 episodes ago.
No, I don't. Neither of them topped.
I think you do.
That's not how that worked. The best
I-
either of them topped.
Listen.
Neither did.
I have great memory. I think you need to eat a ghost pepper, Bryce.
Crap.
Nah,
Adam, you
genuinely,
barely
Adam
remember
never
what
was.
happened on Saturday, on Sunday.
Yeah. We've not talked about the blast mechanic, the ace mechanic, because we talked about it briefly and we'll cover it when the set comes out. But it is a funky mechanic that's adding counter timing into the game, giving a bit more playability on your opponent's turn. I'm looking forward to it. It will be
I can't wait.
Disruption,
fun.
really.
It is cool. Right now, it's super cool. I can't wait for them to power creep it into the ground.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Like you're
Counter end your opponent's turn. Counter gain 6 memory. Counter gain.
Hand
Actually,
trap.
that's what I do it.
Hand
and
traps.
traps.
When your
That's
opponent searches when your opponent reveals cards from the top of your deck, banish them.
Though to be fair, we've been on quite a bit of a tangent about red cards getting printed to fuck. Red is not supported in that set. Like their SR is the Metal Greymon Ace. Their big level 6 is a rare Goldramon for the 4 Great Dragons deck that performs absolutely zero at any event because nobody plays it. Somehow it's worse than D-Links, which Bryce will be pleased about. But like, yeah, like I think all the aces are getting the SRs. Yeah, they are.
It's a bit
Okay.
daft, man. Like, do you know what they did though? They power kept promo Agumon, which, as we all know, was pretty much like an auto 4 of
They
in
did.
every Greymon deck ever. They've power kept it. Now he
Um,
says, start of your main phase. If you've got a tie, you can Digivolve into Greymon for free.
Although that artwork by Kenji Watanabe is stunning. I love Kenji as an artist as well. I'm pretty sure he done a lot of Pokemon as well.
Kenji is the old designer for the game, and sadly in America, he
Maybe.
actually went to the old. They had like an art show in America.
Yeah,
their
over in
finals.
LA.
Yes, and I'm crying that we didn't get that because
That was cool.
Watanabe-san was there.
Although,
Well.
if you are a Battle Spirits fan, the creator of Battle Spirits came to UK Games Expo, which was phenomenal. That was really fun. Got to talk to him. I was trying to get him to sign
No,
my
did
cards.
Did he come? Wait, sorry, he came to UK Games Expo.
Yes, yeah,
Did he come to the tournament?
yes.
Oh, worry da.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that means he's behind you.
Did he? Maybe. Nah, I was gonna say something bad, man, about
Nah.
Digimon and that, but
Oh, it's all
I-
good.
Do not.
I actually, it's so sad that I feel like I'm in a position now. I'm not tribalistic like this with any other games, but literally in my head, I'm like, it's them or it's me, man. It's me or them. Literally, because I'm
Maui or the highway.
literally
Aye.
like that. I'm literally like that. If these games do well and Digimon misses one beat, he's on the chopping block, man.
Mm,
Agumon Seed will be on the cutting board.
yeah.
I'm
So,
scared.
That goes.
I'm just
so
scared, guys,
is it game time? Are we gonna play some game? We're gonna play.
Let's play a little
I
game.
forgot
Let's
to
play
a
some
game.
Guess the Digimon. Now we need to explain this to Shek.
it's
What
So
everyone watching at home.
past couple of episodes, Shek, we've been playing Guess the Digimon. So basically, what we do is we pick any card from Digimon that has been released in English. It has to be fully released in English. And we pick the card. We read the full text from one of its effects. So if it's got a main effect or an inherited effect or anything like that. And then we have to guess the card, and you've got lifelines. You basically, if you ask a question, you'll get a point taken off you. But you can ask like, what color is the card? What's the card's cost? What set is it from? That sort of thing. You get 5 points for a correct guess.
Yeah.
-1 for each lifeline used, and you get 3 guesses. But also, if you, I think we should implement that. If you do guess, and you guess wrong, you get -1 for each incorrect guess as well, so you're not just farming guesses.
This seems
Oh,
fry.
wait,
I'm gonna
what?
be bad at this.
We never gave him negative points for an incorrect guess. You
No,
just
no,
named
I'm
our
saying
people.
we should implement it because every time we do, some of us just guess repeatedly.
I
No,
think it's
we-
hard
we-
enough as is, man.
Yeah, it's
You lose
pretty
a point
hard.
just for you get one bit of intel out of hundreds of cards, and then you have to
Okay,
guess for that. And then
I've-
if it,
I'm outvoted. That's fine. That's fine. We
I'm
are a
with you.
democracy over at 1.0%.
let's go.
Yeah, so we've got 4 of us, so we can go on a round robin sort of thing. So, how about I will ask Cobb, Cobb ask Bryce, Bryce asks Shek, and then Shek asks me. And then we'll
Okay.
flip it and go the other way.
Okay. So just
Uh,
look for a card then.
so, basically go on to DigimonCard.dev, look for any card that has been released in English. So that's up
So-
until
Well,
up until
12.
BT12 because EXO4 is not out yet. And then we'll go from there. Obviously, if you're gonna read, try to avoid a vanilla card because it doesn't have any effects, and try to avoid tamers that just say set your memory to 3, because that's shite.
yeah, we said. I think we said read the more important of the effects.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bryce,
like
Bryce
pick
is
prominent
Bryce is
effects.
currently in the lead. He's known for being quite a hard ass and giving us really difficult ones.
That is
Um,
so untrue. You're just
Bryce is
terrible
really
at this
sweaty
game.
with it.
Bryce is a
really
sweat
sweaty with it as
master.
well, though.
You just don't get it.
It's too. I actually don't understand how Bryce does so
Um,
well at this, man. Like, it's a ridiculous effect.
Oh, aye, and
I mean, we've
obviously,
done it twice, and
don't-
the second time I did fucking all, fuck all.
Okay.
yeah, and obviously, don't look it up. That's because that's no fun.
Do not cheat. Do not.
Do not.
Right, so,
So I will go first, and I will ask Callum then.
Roger.
Let's see. I'm just trying to.
I was waiting on you saying no. I said I'm asking Callum.
Yeah.
Is it 3 guesses, right? 3 guesses, 5
Yep.
life.
3 guesses. Well, 5 points per guess, and then -1 for each lifeline used. All right, I've got one for you then, Cobb.
Okay, I skeet it.
So this is a your turn, once per turn effect. When you play another Digimon by an effect, de-digivolve 1 up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon. And then it reads the de-digivolving keyword effect.
Oh, I love
Okay.
that card.
So it's got to be a black Digimon guaranteed. So when you play a Digimon by effect, de-digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon by 1. Right?
De-digivolve 1 up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon.
It's a black card guaranteed, man.
Okay.
It must be, man. De-digivolve is like exclusive to black. I think I can't even think of one other archetype.
Some purple cards have it. Could be purple.
Do they?
Well, they are also black cards, but you know,
Or purple black?
could be. Maybe I'm trying to lead you astray. Maybe you're right.
Maybe he's talking shite right now. Who knows?
No, it's a safe bet. I am always talking shite.
I know.
Aye. Yep, so your turn, once per turn, when you play another Digimon by an effect, de-digivolve 1 up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon.
Up to 2. It sounds like a 6 like a level 6 or something like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to ask questions because I actually don't know what fucking card this is. What set's it from?
It is from ST12.
Oh, I don't even know what fucking starter deck that is. Can you tell me what starter deck it is?
It is the Jessmon starter deck.
Oh, hold on. That has to be Gankumon then.
It is indeed Gankumon, you are correct.
That's mad because I remember thinking at the time I really want to make just a Gankumon deck. Because I knew it wasn't Jessmon, obviously. Jessmon is red, not black, like
Indeed.
Gankumon is.
That
But
is-
he never get played, really. I think some people played like 1.
He got played like as a one-of, and then X-Antibody got played a bit. That is
Yeah.
4 points for you, Cobb.
I think
let's
a
go.
card card is ballsy.
I mean, it is if it's not obviously a 6 and there's 2 6s in the deck, and then you know it's not one of them. That's the first one I felt like confident about finally after asking a question. Normally I have to ask like
Yeah,
3
I'm
hints.
being nice. And then Shek will hit me with some BT3 card or something.
Right, hold
Nah,
on.
mate,
I need
nah,
to.
I'll be
I need
nice.
to think here. I had one on my mind. Actually, I'm just gonna do this one right that I saw earlier on. I never knew this was a fucking effect in the game. Right, Bryce, are you ready?
Oh fuck! Why is it you picking my cards? You're the
Bryce, I was looking for fuel earlier, right, and I found this, and I thought, what the fuck? That's an effect, right?
all right.
Okay. So this Digimon has the it's a Digimon spoilers. This Digimon has the effect. Your turn. While you have 3 or more memory, this Digimon gains security attack +1.
Oh,
That sounds like a red card.
Does anybody know this effect existed in the game?
Nope.
Actually, for once, you've completely stumped me.
stumped
You
me,
think I
and you're
made
still
this
gonna
card
guess
up?
it in one.
No, it's quite an old one. So it feels like an old effect. It's probably. Oh wait, what's his name? Is it a Garudamon?
It is not Gurudamon.
Fuck, I thought it was like the
That's your free
BT1
guess.
Garudamon.
That card, I think it just says piercing. I think it literally just says piercing.
No. Well, one of them gains security attack for some reason.
Alright, the Garud. You're not thinking of the Birdramon with on play give your guy a security attack, are you?
No, I'm not.
How
I have
could
a
he
copy
forget?
of that Garudamon in a binder somewhere, but I won't look at it right now.
That card has not been worth anything since it came
Yeah,
out.
no, it's never been. It's a shame. I love Garudamon.
Shout out, Liam.
Right. Let's go for what set is it?
This is from BT1.
Oof.
Fucking okay. So we know that much.
You were on that line. I started sweating when you said that has to be an early card. I was like, oh
I
no.
knew it was early. I knew it was really early. Oh, but the question is it? But with BT1, it could be literally any color.
Well, they were very. It was a good guess because they were being very experimental with cards at the start.
So it gains security attack when it has certain amount of memory.
Yes.
What's the BT? Trying to remember what the BT1 Greymon is. It's not. It's not the Greymon. It's not the Greymon.
What?
I think you need another hint here, brother.
Give us a minute.
I don't know if he's getting this one.
I think I might have stumped him finally.
I
The
don't
wizard
think
has
he's
been
getting this
brought
one.
down.
Right,
I
give us
didn't
a
even know
color.
this existed.
Give you what?
Color.
You're gonna kick yourself for asking this, Bryce,
that's-
because it's red, baby. You knew already. You knew
Oh.
already.
Down to 2
the problem
points.
I'm having. Here's the problem I'm having. Because it's BT1, we have BT 1.5,
Yes.
which really and one.
So
So that really throws me off because I can't tell which half it's in.
to clarify, right, it was in our BT1 pack.
Right. Okay. So it was in our BT 1.0.
Yep. Or we had BT 1 to 3, right, or whatever it was called.
We had 1.0 and 1.5.
It was BTO.
Right. So in set 1, what red cards would they have done? They did on Greymon, they did the Birdramons. I swear the Birdramon in that set is the one that's on play.
It is, yeah.
So
Spoiler.
I could have sworn the Greymon in that set was when swinging gain 3, then end of turn lose 3.
That's the
might be
Metal
the-
Greymon.
Yep.
By chance, they are giving an alt art at the next regionals for some fucking reason.
Yep.
There's no
Could be
point.
good.
What are the other questions I can ask?
You can ask.
can ask
what
whatever you
trait
want,
is it,
really.
What DP, what play cost, if it was competitive, if it's got a what the Digivolution cost
Alright,
is.
I can ask the level, right?
Yes,
Right, what's level?
this is a level 4 price.
I think that's you down
Champion
to 1
for you,
point potential.
It says ask
we're on
3.
2. We're on
Oh, down
right
2.
now.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have 2 more guesses. Level 4?
I don't think you'll get this one.
What round?
This is
am I
the
level-
best one I've done so far, boys. This is
I don't think
the
I've ever. I
first
didn't
one.
even know there was this card.
I didn't either. I'd never even read the wording on this.
So here's the thing. I've been listing all my old red commons recently.
Yeah.
So I should actually know this, but it might
You've
have been
been
one of the
listing
red
them?
commons I'm missing. Yeah, listing them on Card Market.
Who's buying them, brother?
Crazy.
Well, nobody right now, but I've sold a few.
Potential. So to sum up, Bryce,
But
the card's effect is your turn where you have 3 or more memory. This Digimon gains security attack +1. It is a red card and it is a level 4. That is all you know. And it is from BT1. You also know that.
Is it not? And it's a level 4. Let's say Greymon.
It is not Greymon.
Right, I had to check.
The Greymon from that set, Bryce, gives you 2k on your turn inheritable.
That's it.
Yep,
Set
that's
one.
it.
Let's go.
Is that the
Oh my
final
God.
guess?
No, that was my
He's
second
got one.
one.
He's got one more.
Oh, one
The
more.
thing is,
I'll
he's
speed
no
up,
got
I'll speed
another.
up, 'cause-
Tell you what, Bryce, I'll give you one more hint before you guess because I think you're that far off it, and also you're on 1 point anyway, right? So I'll give you a free guess.
Well, I'm on 2 points right now.
You're doing it one, I think, because you get. Well, actually, no, you've
I
guessed.
asked set, color, and level. That's all I've asked.
All right, okay, and the guess didn't count, right? Oh no, you had 2 guesses though on the name though, right?
Yeah, but we said guesses doesn't minus points.
Oh right, nah, make it so. I thought you meant like additional guesses because I thought the old rules were the first guess is free basically.
No, you.
No, you
it's
get
always-
3
it's
guesses,
always
but
the
it doesn't
three
minus
guesses.
your points.
Okay, my bad, my bad. It's been a while.
But go to like a minimum of 1 or whatever.
Bryce, you can get what? I'll give you one more hint.
Go for it.
No, you have to. You have to ask me that. I'm not
Oh,
going to
that's
give
what
you.
you mean. I thought you had a specific hint in mind. I was like,
I'll give you. I'll give you one hint that I'll be honest. I don't think helps you, or you can ask me one thing you want.
See, I can't think of anything that will help me. Wait. Okay, what type of what are its traits? Like it's 3 traits.
Danny, I need to read all of them. It
Well,
is
yeah, we've always done that one.
right. So, well, this is cheating them because one of the traits is champion, which tells you it's a level 4. So
Yeah, okay, that's our mistake. We probably shouldn't say
forget that down the line.
Does it?
Well,
Mel,
I've already asked.
trait,
Captain,
right?
so we'll
It should
ignore
be.
that down the line.
It should be either like for example, it should be like attribute or tribe. You know what I mean? Like, do you
Well,
get to know this is a
Yeah,
vaccine
skip it.
data, a virus,
Yeah,
and
just
also
skip
what
out
type as well?
the level bit and just say the last 2, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a data type, fire dragon.
What?
He doesn't know. He
Fire
doesn't know.
dragon.
Don't
The
worry,
trait
Dan.
one is a bit garbage, to be honest, because the only thing that would help me is knowing if it's a vaccine, data, or virus. The last one would not fucking help me whatsoever. I don't think. most
You
of them.
got Digimon right based on me telling you it was ancient, so you're wrong.
Ancient was funny actually. Okay, I'll give that. Ancient. What's fucking ancient? Hybrids
Oh.
or old man?
I'm just gonna need to put a guess in. What's it? What's the pre-evolved? Oh wait, no, because that's the blocker. What's the pre-evolved to Groundramon called?
That is Codramon.
Yeah, we'll go with Cordramon.
It is not Codramon, Bryce.
What was it?
It was Flarizamon
Flare Rhizomon?
from
Yeah.
BT1. So I didn't
What?
even know this card existed. It doesn't have a line in that set either. It's just they chucked
Oh
the
my
Flarizamon
God,
in and went lol.
Honestly, see the second you said it out loud, I seen the card art in my head.
Fuck's
Oh,
sake. As
didn't
if you
it
know the
exist-
card art.
I knew it existed, but I thought it was something. I thought it was 3 or less security or something, or 3 or more security, something stupid.
Yeah, so start taking this card into your Dorbikmon lists, guys. It's gonna go to the moon.
To the moon.
To the
To
moon.
the
baby.
moon.
Is it? So it's me to ask Shek now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, should I be kind? Should I be kind?
Be
I'm not
kind,
gonna
it's
do
his first time, and also the points might not matter if he doesn't come back.
Oh, be kind. It's his first time. That's
Be gentle.
one for the book. Okay, well, we'll be. I think this is fairly kind. Okay, so we've got. Okay, maybe that one's not as kind.
Be kind.
We
be kind.
have inheritable effect. Your turn, once per turn. When a Digivolution source is discarded from your opponent's Digimon, gain a memory.
Oh,
I know this.
I know that. There's
Yeah.
actually multiple cards this could be.
I'm not going to say how many there are, but
I feel like there's a Gomamon one that does it, but I think that's draw a card. I'm trying to think. Steph was a blue card because of the trash.
Read it again for me, Bryce.
Your turn, once per turn, when an opponent's Digivolution source or Digivolution card is trashed from one of your opponent's Digimon, gain a memory.
Oh wait, hold on. Is it what was
Or-
that?
Why can't
Oh, sorry,
Abby ask
just
these
card.
ones? I know these ones.
Because you should know better, Judge.
It's like
What?
Hex. I think it's the Hex Bowline. I just can't remember their names though.
I actually think there's multiple cards with this effect, or either
think
that or
so.
the wording matters.
Remember, you have lifelines. You can ask if it has any other effects, etc. as well.
I'm just trying to think. I'm pretty sure, confident I know what color it is in that. It's like blue. It seems like it's going to be like a rookie or a champion. I just can't remember their names. See, this is gov because I don't know all the names of these ones.
Oh, my phone's running low.
Fake Digimon fan. Doesn't he know the names of Scrimboblius? Michael.
Mon.
I'm going
True.
to say.
How could I forget?
I actually forget their names, man. I can't picture it in my head. I can picture the line, but I just cannot remember. It's like a blue lizard cunt.
Do we give
That's
him like?
funny.
Do we give him saying Hex Blue level 3? Do we let him say that as a guess?
If he can get close to
That's
the
what he
name.
means, right? If he knows that's what he's getting at. I'm pretty sure anyway.
Is that
don't-
not the card you're trying to guess, Shek?
Yeah, I think it's one of those. I think it's
Oh.
Def was the level. I'm going to say 4.
Right. Okay. So as your guess, Hex Blue level 4.
Yeah, I'll go Hex by level 4.
You are incorrect.
For a minute.
Okay, I'll use a lifeline. What level is it?
3.
I was close, by the way.
You were right. You literally said it's probably a level 3, and then you guessed Hex Blue level 4.
Oh, that's
Okay, Hex by level 3.
Still wrong.
Oh! He's
Okay.
lost the 50-50.
Wait, so it's not a level 3 or a level 4.
No, it is a level 3. It's just not the Hexblue level 3.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna. I think Gomamon must like draw a card. I'm gonna guess Gomamon.
It's fucking Gomamon.
Mate, the
I
first.
was-
It's
I said
the.
that at the start
It's
of
the
They've literally
fucking.
got the exact same effect.
It's the
by way.
promo Gomamon that was £20 a card at one point. You said it first thing and then you fucked off
Yeah.
away from it.
I know.
It was the first thing you said, and I was just like started creaking behind my fucking mic.
No, that's mad. Here, I
4
should've-
points
I
to
should've
Shek.
thingied.
Yeah, when was that £20, Adam?
But it was in Hexablow set. Hexablow
really?
came out and that Gomamon, because you could only get it in those promo binders that I have 5 of for some reason, it shot up to £20 a card, man.
Well, if it's ever a good card, man, I could imagine why. But I think we're sadly slowly creeping into territory where if it's just got an inheritable, unless that inheritable's absolutely
Aye.
broken, you can't play it.
Well, you played it alongside the Balukomon, which is the Hexablow level 3 you were on about,
Yes.
Shek, which has the same thing but also a main effect. Alrighty.
Okay.
Shek, it is your turn to ask me.
Shek,
Just clear
yeah,
my
fine.
DigimonCard.dev so I'm not
back.
cheating.
So what? Wait, hold on. I just read the effect, right?
You can
the
read.
main effect on the card.
You can choose any effect on the card and read it to me, but try to avoid things just that are just like blocker or when attack it. No,
Yeah.
that's fine. But
read the more important effect.
yeah,
basically.
use a unique effect if you can.
I mean this one's quite good. There's 2 effects here and I like it. So I'll just use the main when digivolving. So when digivolving, suspend all of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards, then return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to its owner's hand. Oh, this is going to be too obvious now. Because
Is
the
that,
rest of
is
it,
that one effect? Is what you've just read one effect?
yeah, there is a full stop and then it continues.
Okay. Oh wait, so is it all the same effect?
Yeah, it's going to give
Oh.
it away though.
I know what it is already, anyway.
I'm pretty sure I know what it is as well. But if it's the same effect, you need to continue.
Yeah, this is too obvious, but by returning one Imperial Drone Dragon mode from this Digimon's Digivolution card to its owner's hand, place all of your opponent's suspended Digimon at the bottom of their owner's deck instead.
Wow. I wonder, could it be Imperial Dramon Paladin mode?
No.
What?
No.
I Aye, it is.
No, it's
That
not
is the-
Paladin mode.
Oh, it's Imperial Dramon Fighter mode then.
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's still, it's still,
points for free,
it's
man.
still 5 points though, mate. I need to catch up. Just let me have this. I still got it wrong the first.
Right,
Every
give me like
week, man.
give me like 5 minutes. I'm about to ruin Callum's night.
Wait, no, we're not going again, are we? We're going after.
we are.
right?
Adam said we were reversing.
Aye, we're doing a wee look
Oh, you
back
don't
as well.
Hold on. Let me just get my encyclopedia out. I'm just blowing the dust
Oh,
off my
fucking
encyclopedia.
Discord spiking something chronic, man. Right.
Well, boys, I had to blow this
this is
off.
what I believe they call karma.
I'm asking Shek something. Let's see. Oh, that's far too fucking obvious, man. Aye,
Hard one. He's had an easy one.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll give you a hard one. Yeah, that's fine. I have. That's really hard, but it is kind of obvious if you. No. Maybe what's in this set? Nope, definitely not that one. That's a shit one.
Bryce, I'll
Get
make a
one.
deal with you, mate. See if I give you a good one, will you give me a good
Callum, you're not giving me one again.
Oh, you dirty bugger. No, this isn't fair.
What do you mean this isn't
This
fair?
isn't fair.
Man's looked up fucking Flare Rise
He's
on
going to
and is
punish me,
crying.
man. Fuck.
Did Shek have an easy one there? What did he have?
Shit, got a fairly easy one, aye.
Shek got a fairly easy one. Right, so let's give him a more difficult one then. Alright, I think no, that's man. Oh, what about Dondokomon? Let's go with that one.
Dondokomon.
Aye, I'm not going with that one, don't worry.
Don't.
What?
He's starting to make Dondokomon a hanging cross heart. Because he can evolve for 0 and shoot one Star Sword or something like that. Or the other way around.
Jeez.
And do you know what's funny about this though? I feel like you have to go back a certain amount of sets before you read when such and's on play reveals such and such amount of cards for the card from this deck. Or
I've
when
got one.
attacking if such and such is in sources.
I've got one for you then. Alright, are you ready?
Yes.
So, all turns, while this Digimon has no Digivolution cards, it can't attack or block.
Well, this Digimon.
While this Digimon has no Digivolution cards, it can't attack or block, and it is an all turns effect.
This is a purple card or a green card, probably green. I can picture it's like a teddy bear.
Okay.
I need to remember its name.
Oh, I know what it is. I actually know what it is. This has been a meme on the
Can you read
podcast
the
before.
effect again? I zoned out.
All turns, while this Digimon has no Digivolution cards, it cannot attack or block.
That's a nasty one, Adam. You're a full man.
It is. It's not as nasty as the one I was thinking of, but I want
I'm
to see
trying-
if...
It's definitely. I can picture the purple fucking teddy bear in my head. I just can't remember its name again. It's like a Monzemon kind of guy. Looking.
Oh, he doesn't know their names.
I don't know the names of these guys.
Owarida.
Owarida. It's a level 4. It's a purple teddy bear, stitched up teddy bear. It's like a off-brand. It's fake news Monzemon.
Fake news Monzemon?
Fake news Monzemon. It's literally Wish Monzemon. It's something Monzemon, but I can't get the first part.
It was a wee bit like Monzemon, I think. The guy you're describing.
Yeah. I'm just trying. Is it Waru Monzemon or something like that?
Is that a guess?
Yes.
It is not Waru Monzemon.
Definitely not. Okay, it's not Waru. Waru's like the level 5.
That's your black one.
Yeah. Wish Monzemon.
Is that a guess?
honestly, I can't. I'll not get it because I can picture it in my head.
You've
I
got
just can't remember the name.
you've got lifelines. Maybe it'll
Eh.
prompt something.
What name is what's his name?
Why? What's the first part of his name that's not Monzimon? Oh.
Well,
Um,
you can give him the first part of the name. To
I could if you want to use that as a lifeline.
okay, go for it.
X, as in EX.
Shit. Okay. This is ended it worse. X Monzimon? This is fucked.
You're barking up
Um,
the wrong tree here, but
I think I'm good, mate. I can't. I feel like there's a card that does this, and he's like a fake Monzimon. Genuinely,
You-
like a fake.
You are definitely on the right track, but you're on the wrong train.
Shit.
I'm certain you know it in your head, but you don't know enough about about the Digimon that it is to picture it properly.
Yeah, Defo's not. I think I'm gubbed. If Defo's a level 4, I'm picturing it. I just can't figure their name. So, X. Wait, is it Exotimon or something like that? Fuck, it's like it's fucking weird.
Exodia.
I'm fucked. I need to pass. It's fuck. I can't get it. I won't get it.
You won't get it? You want the answer?
Yeah, go for
It
it.
is X Tyrannomon.
X Tyrannomon. Okay, it's definitely no the fake Monzimon.
But
Well,
it is
the same
it is the
you're
fake
thinking.
Monzimon you were thinking of, yep. But it is
Oh,
a
what?
One is in the card art, but the main guy's like a wee dinosaur guy.
X Tyrannomon. Oh, I guess I was thinking about it, right? But I couldn't think.
Yeah,
of the
you were
fucking
so
name.
close to it.
Because I knew straight away. I was like, I've seen this card before. I just didn't know its fucking name. That's a rip. Very.
I don't know about
Right,
yous,
I
but
think it's Shek's
I'd be
turn,
willing
yeah?
to give Shek 1 point for describing the card
Yes,
so
you need to
aptly.
get yourself a card, young man.
Right. How difficult am I making it?
Very hard, but this
Shek,
is winning
no,
by
Shek.
a large margin.
Shek.
Shit.
No, I'm not. Callum is currently winning, and also remember I
What?
was kind to you, Shek. Callum with the 5 points, you're ahead of me.
What?
You are, to
No,
be
you're
fair.
wrong.
But last episode, I said there's
So,
no chance that anyone catching Bryce
The
here.
price,
You're
the
wrong.
the
Callum
current
has the tallies.
the
Actually,
current
Chat has the tallies.
the current scoreboard
Yeah,
is
well, just give him a fun one, man.
Cobb
Honestly, I
is
don't try to make it too hard, but if Flairism one was too much to
Yeah.
pass up.
So Cobb, you're currently on 17. I'm on 14, and Bryce is also on 14. Do with that what you will. Yeah, give him 1 check. Hello. I think. Oh, guys, just so you know, because I'm gonna forget to edit this out. My Discord has crashed, so if you just bear with me for half a moment, we'll find out what's went wrong with my Discord. Would you like some easy listening elevator music while you listen to me talk for a little bit? I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Let me just find out what's going wrong with my internet connection, and let's see if I can just hop, skip, and reconnect to the chat. How is your day going? I really hope that they've realised that I've disconnected. And let me see if I can figure this one out. But I am trying to talk and continuing to talk whilst I connect to my phone's Wi-Fi. And then let's see if we can get back onto Discord. Can we get back onto Discord? Wait, it's all right. It's all right. I've reconnected. I was keeping the audience going. It's absolutely fine. We're back and we're ready to go.
Adam, do you have the previous standings?
Yes, I was talking about them. I did, and then there was absolutely dead silence as I assumed you were pondering the leaderboard. But then I flick over to Discord and my connection died. So
Right.
the current standings, Cobb is on what did I say? 17 points, and myself and Bryce are both on 14, including today's so far.
Yeah. See,
Oh,
Callum tried to rig this.
I don't know. I don't think. Actually, if I ask you this, I don't think you'll get it because this is a good one.
If you think it's a good one, go for it. If you think it's unnecessarily cruel, don't be that guy.
No, I don't even know if you'll even know about this card. It's kind of like the Flairism one. But
You'd be surprised.
okay, here we go. Right, I'll give you one of his effects. Right. So when digivolving, trigger recovery +2. That's it.
Oh, I know what this card is because then every turn, or then at the end of every turn or something, it minuses you a security. I don't know the card's name. I could never tell
Oh,
you that.
I know what it is.
I can tell you right now, it's a level 6. I could probably tell you what set it was in. I think it was the set with Titamon. It literally, the entire card is level 6 on Digivolve recover to end of turn minus. I think it's end of opponent's turn or end of your own turn minus a security.
How we give him it?
I
What we
can't
do?
find it. Nah, he needs the name, man. He needs the name.
Okay.
Whoa!
Whoa! I mean, Shek didn't need the name for thingy.
But Shek's handicapped by not having a great love of modern Digimon.
No.
That's not what his standings reflect.
Okay, Bryce, can you describe what it looks like?
Like a wee angelic looking motherfucker.
Okay,
They're
that's
all
not-
angelic looking
Oh my
motherfuckers.
God.
That's not. Look, how else do you expect me to describe this?
I could tell you better than that. I could give a better description.
Alan, you're far further into this than me. Also, I should point out, Shek's the one, or well, Shek and Gilbert combined are the ones who got me into playing Digimon. So
Right. Well,
I just play it, bro.
Dylan, it's up to you, man. Make it. It's up to the person who's asking the question. Make it. Then whether you give them it or no. I personally don't think there's been enough evidence
I have just
presented.
listed the whole card's effect,
Bro, he read you half of the damn effect.
and I told you the rest.
You
But
said
did
it's
you?
An angelic level 6 yellow card.
Okay, if you can give me his DP and play cost.
Fucking hell, man! Right, you're taking.
And 3 crazy numbers on the back of the card as well.
In hell,
That-
Shek, that's a bit cool, no?
This is not that bad because if you know the card, that means you should know it. Like you should know everything.
Like, I remember.
You know it. They're both the same number. There's a hint.
Bryce, I don't think you really know what it looks like either
I
because
don't think you do.
I would have described it way more specific than
Yeah, the
angelic.
specific word I'm looking for.
Yes. Because you probably don't remember what Digimon it is if you can't remember this word, what the description of the card is.
Yeah, I don't think you're picturing it. I actually, now that I think about it, I didn't realize that was this line. Looking
I'm
at this card.
picturing the fucking Oh man. See, its DP is either 12 or 11 because it's a yellow level 6 at the time.
I don't think you're picturing the right card, mate.
I've literally told you the effect. I know the fucking card. I just don't know its name.
I don't think you're picturing the same card, mate.
Put it this way, Bryce. See if this card was called bloody Harry Potter Mon, right? But you knew the effect on it. Would you know it?
I say I know the card, yeah.
I am slowly heating up and losing my mind.
He's
Slowly.
baked, man.
If you give me a distinct feature of what kind
My
of
eyes
Digimon-
started twitching.
Literally, one
Man.
distinct feature, I'll give you.
Shek, you know how all those times I've told you I can't fucking remember faces and images in my head?
Bryce, you've been pogging off at this every time. You're no bad at recalling shit.
Callum, this is the third time we've done it.
Aye, and every time you've went 5-0.
Callum, I went 5 on the first time. That was it.
Yeah, we've decided to pick on you since then, to be fair.
Bryce, don't
no,
get me
this-
wrong. Don't get me wrong, when I'm winning next week, you can pick on me, fine.
Oh, Callum, I'm picking on you the next fucking round.
Ah!
You've got lifelines, use them.
Fuck, man. No, because I'm pretty sure I know like everything about it, what set it's from, and asking for DP isn't going to help, and neither is asking for traits.
Ask what it looks like.
Can I? No. Oh, wait,
No.
Can I ask for the start of the name?
Raz, R-A-S. If you don't get it from that, you won't know what it is. But
Is it, no, because now I'm just thinking Rasenmon, but that's the one that kills itself.
yes,
Oh wait, no, is it the
Wait, he
purple one?
kills himself? That's crazy.
honestly,
I
I'm
know,
telling you,
man.
if you get a distinct way of looking, there is actually one word that I'm thinking that'll give you because it's actually part of this line I didn't realize.
Yeah. I don't think I knew the name of it either, but I could have described it.
Yeah,
Is
you
that
could have definitely said one word and I went, okay, yeah, there you go. One word.
You're putting so much pressure on me. Oh, fuck, man.
What are the traits?
I don't think that'll go with it, to be fair, if I said.
I'll be
The
like,
traits
"That's
are
angelic."
The traits are
So it's
stupid.
rat.
Stupid. Yeah, this is the worst trait I've ever seen.
So it was rats.
RAS, RAS. RAS, yeah, RAS. RAS.
This is where he's searching on DigimonCard.dev.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
I actually thought you'd have got this pretty fast if you just, as I said, one
See,
distinct look.
I'm thinking I've got the wrong set now. That's what I'm thinking massively.
But ask what set it's from.
No, because I think it's part of the. I think it's the good half of the Makermon line.
Who knows,
Well, like,
brother? Who knows?
Well,
it's furry, isn't it?
I'd game it, man. I'd game it with that.
But
To be
game
honest.
with that,
Because it is the good half of the microphone. Like,
it is. It is.
Right. So that's 4 then.
Okay, it's Razielmon.
Right. Can I go look up the card and see
Yeah.
what I'm?
Yeah.
Honestly, if you said this is a big cat looking fuck,
I can't.
I would have gave you it.
Right.
I don't know if
I
we're
have
giving you. I'm no. I don't know if we're giving you 4 because you've got the. You didn't get the card specifically.
Yo, you.
Talk him one, man. That was gifted.
Mako, Maycrack, and Raziel. I actually genuinely thought you were going to get this quite fast because
See, I
Yeah.
knew the effect immediately, but I just
You did know the effect.
honestly in my head see the face. The face made me have a like little girl angel in my head. Clearly,
a
I was
fucking
far
cat.
off with my image.
yeah.
That was
And-
optimistic.
And also the play cost and DP
Not
are the same number, 10.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Honestly, I didn't have set 4 in my head. I think that was what was fucking me. The
Yeah.
second you were like you're way off, I was like, okay, that means I've got the wrong set.
It wasn't
People were
set.
coping
it
with
wasn't
this
set
card,
on.
right?
It was set
Like,
4.
you know, people read this and went, cover 2 for 4.
No, I
Go-
remember seeing someone play this. That's why I was so adamant I knew what card it was.
Yes.
Did
And I
people
was
not
like,
just
"You're
evolve it into a level 7 and go
Cause,
lol?
'cause their plan was like, oh, I'll just swing with it and it'll die. And I was like, yeah, of course, because that always happens when you swing with something at
Aye.
10k in set 4.
And
Yes.
equally, oh yes, I've recovered 2 for 4 and killed my level 6 stat. What?
Would you? Or I mean, I guess you could just go recover 2 for 4 and then hope if you're somehow like godlike, you could Valderon and still have memory.
I was
yeah.
going
have
to say,
memory
do
enough
people
for
not just
Valder.
Valderarm it? Because Valderarm came at that set, I think.
Valdor,
Yeah.
Valdor was nuts.
Right.
Valderarm was cancelled at the time.
Bryce, time for you to ask Cobb a question.
Yeah, I had one picked out for Cobb because I thought it was a cool Pokemon. Yes, cool Pokemon. Oh, fuck, I need to go find it again. Give someone filibuster for me.
Doobadabadoo-babadoo-badababad.
Oh,
I feel
Lordy,
like-
da, shut up,
I
man.
genuinely feel like 45 minutes this takes, man. Like, I feel like
This
Maybe
is the
just
long.
them
This
one.
feels like the longest segment because no one wants to get it wrong. Also
My
because,
fucking
I've-
chebs are dying, man.
because I closed card.dev, it's now taking a year to reload.
Honestly, maybe we should have just done one round.
Yeah.
Nah,
You,
it's
Nah.
fun.
it should be a spicy wee one. In fact, we'll stop it right now and we'll pick
No.
up in the next. In the next
No,
episode.
no, no, no,
I'll
no.
watch
Damn
it.
it, Dragon. Oh, nothing.
I think this one is interesting.
Okay, I
So,
like that.
on play,
Yeah.
delete 4 of your opponent's unsuspended level 4 or less Digimon.
Huh?
What?
Oh, I know what this will be, right? So this is a purple Digimon. It's got to be a level 6. It's got to be a purple level 6. Because it's on play, right? And purple always deletes unsuspended shit. So I'm thinking purple guys, I'm thinking
I've never heard of this card. in my life.
Beelzemon, I'm thinking fucking Mastermon, Titamon, Chaos Gallon. I think that deletes one of your own guys. Does it delete right? What is what was I gonna say? Sorry, read the effect again, Bruce.
Delete 4 of your opponent's unsuspended level 4 or less Digimon. Or
Don't
level
play.
4 or lower, sorry. That's card.dev having a strange translation box.
Oh, I know this card.
I don't worry that.
I don't know it off of the top of my head. I think, literally, I think it's guaranteed to be pack full of shite. Guaranteed to be packed full of shit. Or potentially it's an early card. I don't remember. Now I didn't play the game competitively early, but I did kind of play every set to some degree. Guaranteed to be a purple level 6, man. That shit's not on a 5 or anything. Because they loved to put bullshit effects on level 6s that you would never hardly play because it would give them like 10 memory. There's also very specific why does it have to be 4 and below. I always ask the set out, but I'm going to ask the set again because I don't really have much context clues. And normally, if I remember,
This might give it away. EX1.
Huh?
okay, so it's probably there's not a Myotismon level 6 in EX1, so it's probably Piedmon.
One, you're a fucking idiot. There is a Myotis in EX1, but you are
Level
right.
6 though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Venom Myotismon has its own full line.
Oh yeah,
Right,
true.
so you get your 4
Wait, hold
points.
on, I'm
You
looking
both
this
got-
up, man. What's he do?
Venom
Piedmon.
Myotismon is
Or
he's the retaliation Lord
Oh,
Nightmon guy.
shit. Well,
yeah,
he was.
he gives anything with he does just plays at a retail level 4.
Do you know why I didn't even know that card existed, man? Because
DX1's garbage.
yes, but also because every single time I've played a Myotismon deck, because I do love Myotismon, I look at like it's really weird because EX1 they made like all this retaliation synergy for Myotismon, and then literally in the next set or the set after, because 7 came out after, right? In 8, they were like, right, let's make a whole new fucking Myotismon gimmick that has nothing to do with the retaliation stuff.
Yeah,
Because I'm assuming retaliation Myotismon was not a deck in EX1.
I played
So
it. It
technically
didn't do
was,
well.
but it was not good. It was
Yeah,
not
it didn't. I take it had like no tops.
No, it didn't. Well, there was barely any events at that point. To be fair, we were still kind of in COVID land.
Yeah.
The reason I said Piedmon is interesting because it's literally based on Trump Sword. They went, oh, Trump Sword kills unsuspended. This guy kills a lot of small unsuspended.
So they always like do that for purple. Like purple for some reason, like their gimmick is just yes, we can pop guys only if they're unsuspended. Like that's what Malo Myotismon does. That's what fucking a bunch of purple deletion shit does for some reason.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really annoying as well because Venom or Malo might like, oh, I've spent the whole game getting this epic effect off, and then you play it and it's like, oh, I don't delete myself because I'm suspended. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nah.
So is that us for the episode then? Is that us done?
I think Callum
You've
has to
got
ask you,
to
no?
ask Adam.
No,
I've got
no,
to
I
ask
don't.
Adam.
I don't think. I think that's us done. I got 5
I've
points. So
actually
I'm quite
ran it down.
happy.
I've actually ran it down because I can't. I've not thought of one. So
Alrighty, hit me with it.
Adam, give me a fried filibuster real quick.
Ba-ba-doo-ba-da-ba-da.
Um,
My full album of scat music is coming out very soon.
Yep,
Oh.
it's
Hold on, right? I've got one instantly.
oh.
Oh,
Right. This is good. This is good. Right,
right.
Adam.
Yep.
When attacking, if you have 4 or less cards in your hand, draw 1.
Oh.
What?
The fuck? This is
Fucking-
a Dragon Ball card.
I was gonna say.
Here is an additional thing, right?
Shout out Birth Attack Gohan.
Here is the slightest bit of knowledge that I don't even think will help you, but might help
Right.
Dylan. The only reason I know what this card is because I've recently been trying to lab for future sets deck list,
Oh, oh,
and this card came up in a deck list.
oh.
I didn't play it, but I found the card because it's gash.
Oh.
What's the effect?
When attacking, if you've got 4 or less cards in hand, draw 1.
Oh.
It does say trigger draw 1 if that's relevant to you.
In attacking, if you've got 4 or less cards in hand, draw 1. When attacking, if 4 or less cards in hand, draw 1. What the fuck are you doing, man?
This is the main effect as well, right? So consider what kind of Digimon this would be on.
Well, like, if you've got 4 or less cards in hand, it's got to be like... What could it be?
I think I actually played this card at the start of the game as well, by the way.
Less
Oh,
cards in
no.
In a
hand,
deck that I made up myself.
draw
I
1.
forgot this card existed, by the way.
4 or less cards in hand, draw 1. 4 or less cards in your hand, draw 1. See, it feels like it's a black card, but it's got to be right. It's a level 3. I know it's a level 3 because once you go past level 3, you've got always going to have more than 4 cards in your hand. So it has to be something that you fucking slap down turn 1. So it has to be a level 3.
Seems like good logic to me.
Got 4 or less cards in your hand, draw 1. No early or I don't. There's no black cards ringing a bell. Right. Okay. I'm gonna use a lifeline. What color is it?
It is yellow.
It's yellow.
I was about to say, by the way, I was about to try and throw you off and go, well, Adam, just think, what colours tend to draw cards easier?
It could no. It's no Lopmon because Lopmons look at your security, take it, and draw 1.
Now, that is actually a card that I was also considering playing at
That's
one
used,
point.
I'm sure, in some decks. Specifically.
Come in.
It's played in Suchong Wong Rush.
Susie!
No, what do you mean they've changed their name to Suchong Wong in the dub? And in the localization for this.
I know, and they made Henry.
I know this card.
I'll be proud of you if you do know it, man.
I know this card because I fucking love Kentoros, man.
There's no way, man. How is that relating to it?
No, because I remember seeing this card. I can't even mind its name. Fuck, I don't know its name, but I know it's got something to do with Kentorosmon because I fucking tried to workshop a Kentorosmon deck really early on, and I remember trying to make that card work, whatever it is. It's the wee fucking wormy thing, or like I don't know.
What does the wee guy look like, and what set's he from? I'll give it.
It's an early set because Kentorosmon hasn't been printed again since BT. What is it? 1.5 or 1 that Kentorosmon? It's 1 or 1.
Right.
It's 1 or
Okay.
1.5.
I'll take that. If you can describe him better than a wee wormy guy, I'll give it.
It's not like a wormy guy. It's
That's
like this
such
wee.
disrespect, man, of my boy.
It's like a wee floating. It's not really a worm. It's more like a snake. It's like whitish purple, and it's got these wee tethers coming out of it. And then it evolves up and it goes into Kentorosmon.
Okay.
Because
right,
I remember
I'll
he's
give
getting
it-
support.
I'll give it. It is Kudamon. Right?
Oh, Kudamon.
For BT1. And I'm trying to lab a BT13 Kudamon deck, potentially including Pulsemon.
13 Pulse
Which is
Mod.
nuts.
You're
Which is
Craig, I'm playing
nuts.
Royal Knights.
Mate, nah, it's nuts. Kudamon, mate, to the moon.
Okay.
Mate, I would have described him as a little sperm, to be honest.
Come
What?
on. I said he's a wee
Look
white
at him.
cat or a wee white dog or something, man.
Nah, bro. Look
Hang
at
on,
him.
let me
He's
find
it's
it.
just white and long.
Yeah,
White and long.
The wee long boy.
really not how you
Oh, aye. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Kind of looks like
Also,
fucking Pikachu.
After
Data
watching
Squad.
Data Squad, Bryce, I have realised that this card art is a reference to when they're all in the
The
digital
Jogi.
tunnel, and he goes, "Fuck you guys, I'm going home." Yeah, he does do that. He does do that in the digital tunnel, and he fucking yeets the 3 biofusion guys.
Yeah,
Oh.
we like Kudamon.
Kudamon is epic.
Good, I'm on.
But alright, how many points did I get for that then? I used
4.
one
One right
lifeline.
now, right?
4, I think. Are we
Mate, so
docking points if people don't get the actual?
I'll
name
take-
and have
I'll-
to go, it's that
you
one
c-
guy who
You can dock me, I don't mind.
I think we should establish the
I
rule,
think-
you know.
I think we should establish that for next time. So next time we'll be like, look, you'll lose a point, but if you can describe them.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
can pretty much tell us who it is without giving us the name, then we'll get it.
Go with that. Oh, I just punched my microphone. But aye, it's getting late. I think that's going to do us for this week's episode.
Yeah.
We don't have any comments apart from we asked, what is the card you're looking forward to most out of set 12? And Omnimon, spelt with an E in the middle, said that they're looking forward to Beelzemon the most. I hope to see a couple more comments next time, but don't worry, taking a week off. We've taken many weeks off.
Yes, we need to
Um,
be consistent again, guys. 'Cause
yes, we do.
This is fun.
it's good.
Then it's good.
Yeah, so I don't know, Shek, do you want to sign us off? Tell us a bit about how you've had how this episode's been for you, and then tell us till next time.
Yeah, it's been good. Good fun and interactive. Happy to do it again. But yeah, I'll catch you next time. See you later, gang.
Look
Sounds
forward
good
to
to
seeing
me.
the next Crazy Dylan appearance.
Yes, bring you back for
Wherever that
sure.
may be.
Yeah, thanks
Gonna
very
go.
much for watching, guys. Remember to
Right.
like and subscribe and comment and all that goodness, and we'll see you next time.
Cheery bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.